Hey everybody, welcome to the webinar. This is for the, basically calling it Christmas Challenge number 2, but I'm looking at like $10,000 in 4 weeks. So if you guys think that's impossible, I put my stats up there now just to show you how the month and week and yesterday was going so far. So it's going well because the election is like dragging on, but hopefully, I really hope they tie that up today. That would be wonderful, but they're saying it could go on even longer. Oh yeah, first, if you can hear me and see my screen, just give me a 1 in the chat box. Right on. Yeah, good morning to everybody. Definitely. It is a wonderful day. And then, yeah, where you at? Let me know where you're at too, because I'm in London, Ontario, Canada, and it is about 18 degrees Celsius here. So it's actually really warm for November. We already had snow last week and now it's all gone. So I'm thinking of going to Home Depot and getting some wood to build that shed I was supposed to build in the summer, but I didn't. Anyway, we've got Singapore, nice. Waterloo, cool, right down the road. Minnesota, 25 degrees in Singapore, nice. Nice. Cleveland, awesome. Germany, nice. San Jose, California, I'm jealous. I want to go there and like move there someday. If I don't buy, well, the plan is to buy a place on a lake up here in the Great White North when I retire. But anyway, let's dive in. So we need to figure out how to make you guys a lot of money for the Christmas buying season. So there's one niche that I haven't shown you yet, and there's one product that just came out like literally a couple days ago, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So on GearBubble, they have these now, these ornaments. Has anybody sold any of these yet? Give me a 1 if you sold any of these. Oh, Pittsburgh, right on, Pittsburgh. Go Steelers, my favorite team. I love Steelers. Anybody sold any? Because what I like about these is this little thing right here. We can customize them. So I'm pumped because I think we can do a lot of business with the customization on this. And you can add multiple layers too. It's not just one, it's multiple. So we could put like 2 different things in there. So I'm going to show you some ideas in a minute, but I'm tempted to kind of go with like 2 different products on this training just because it's Christmas and I've been waiting on these ornaments for a while. I'm not really sure. I haven't ordered one, but I don't know what they're made of. Is it steel? I haven't really dug into this too deep, but I'm thinking we can do a personalized one just from a dollar and cents point of view. We could get that profit per sale up quite a bit, and then you could kind of get them ordering more than one. So I think let's start here with ornaments, and then I'll show you the second one, which is necklaces, and I'll show you the niche that I want you guys to get into with me. Oh, this is cool. I didn't even notice that. So they got circles, they got hearts, ovals, stars. So, but this personalization layer and this photo layer too that you could add is pretty cool. Very cool. So I got a lot of ideas for this. So let's start here and let's look for some ideas, because the first one is basically all about researching and figuring out some quotes and some things that we can put on. So I think with this training, let's go with, oh, you're saying it's ceramic? Looks like it's ceramic, okay. Listed on Etsy, but no sales. All right, well, that's where I was gonna head. So let's go to Etsy. Etsy.com. And let's just search for this. So we'll go ornaments. Start here and see what we can find. Right, here we go, right? Like 2020, stink, bestseller. Right away, okay, let's open this puppy up. And let's buy Jim and Pam. Ha, nice. 41 reviews for this item. 41 reviews. So remember my little calculator for Etsy is basically, I'll give you if you see this 41 reviews, that's just for this product. So if I go 41, and I figure maybe 10%, 5 to 10% of people actually write a review, let's go 5%. That means it's got at least like 820 sales, in my opinion. So 41 of the 820 wrote a review at 5% writing the review. If it's 10%, you're looking at about 410 sales. Any way you slice it, that's a good idea. So if we can go and, all right, let's just start this up. So that to me is nice, like real nice. So I'm gonna use, I use Snagit for this, as you guys know. So I'm gonna get capture, and that will save it over here. And then I just go File, Save As, and I'm gonna put it into my challenges. I'm gonna do a new folder, and this is gonna be the 13th challenge. 13 challenges we've done on here, holy crap. So this is the second Christmas one, here we go. And I'm gonna make a new folder. It's going to be called research, and then I'm going to save this. All right, now I'm going to go here. I'm actually going to grab this URL too. Okay, so it's got 41 sales. So now let's create our sheet. You guys have probably seen this before, but there are a lot of new people here too. Sheets. Oh crap, I forgot I had to restart my computer. Oh, I think I typed that right. Oh boy. There we go. Now let's do that. Two-step verification. Open the Gmail. Okay, hang on. Open this phone. Yes. Let me in. Okay, here we go. So let's name this. We'll call it Christmas Challenge 2020. Christmas Challenge 2. Okay, here, so we're going to do this again. Images, or images, image, quote. Should we do URL? Yeah, why not? We'll put that in there. Status, notes. Okay. And then we'll just highlight this all, bold, change that to white, change background to black. And then we'll go start with this, insert, image and cell, browse, challenges, 13, research, there. Now one thing, that hand I think on this one is the Grinch. And I'm not sure, and the mask. So the Grinch and the mask are not something that, I don't think I'd want the mask, I don't know. I'm thinking of Facebook ads, right? And I don't want to get my account banned. So I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So, but I mean, 2020 stink, stink, stunk alone could be a good quote. So let's go like this, 2020 stink, stink, stunk. And then I'm going to show you something else too, because let me just paste this. I love this part. I love the research part because we get so many ideas. 41 reviews on Etsy. So at 10%, that's 410 sales. There. Let's make that bigger. All right, we're off to the races here. So the research part to me is it's super fun because we can go anywhere and we can do anything. Now I'm going to show you something. We've got a whole bunch of different, well, let's stick with this for a second. Quarantine for Life, Jeff and Kate. Oh, bestseller, boom. Love it. How many do you think this has before I scroll down? How many reviews do you think this one has? Let me know in the chat. Let's go. How many? How many? 100? 200? 300? What do we got? What do you think? 50? 1,000? 100? 18? What? I thought that would have way more than that. Even 18, that's not bad. Okay, so this is a good idea because we can customize our lovely ornaments on GearBubble. We could have this part be customized and then the date. So we could say quarantine for life, enter your names, married, and then enter your date. So perfect. And look how simple that one is. So simple. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. We might even be leaning on these ornaments more than the necklaces, but maybe we'll just do both because why not? Now it's the most wonderful time of the year, by far. All right, I love this one. Quarantined for life. Name and name, married, date. So I put it like that, just so I know like that'll be a personalized one. Then I can grab that URL too. Up here. The cool part, and I'm getting excited about these ornaments, mainly because when you have new items, so unique and first to market is the rule, right? So if you have new items that people haven't really seen before, then that's a good thing. Oh, and personalize. Let's personalize this. There. I think we got two winners right there, honestly. Yeah, because people haven't really seen these ornaments. Oh, you know what else? We scroll down, we can see more from the shop. So, oh, that was the one. Okay. You 2020. Merry Christmas 2020. We survived 2020. This is one that I was going to look for this on a coffee mug. But because I've seen this on a coffee mug as a big seller. And that would be so easy to do in like Canva or Photoshop or whatever. But it doesn't really have sales. Let me try some. Let's go 2020 ornament. Here we go. I think our theme could be kind of 2020 ornaments very easily. Even that's pretty cool. Like the Santa Claus with the mask. I think that's a wooden one. But we could do the same thing. We survived. Too many ideas. 63. Oh, that's even more than the other one. Love it. We survived. Oh yeah, the 6 feet thing. That's awesome. That is so cool. So cool. I love that. I would actually buy that. 63. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So let's go back. There it is. Let's insert that one. Insert. That would be so easy to do. And that's not even a personalized one. I hope I didn't hit somebody's store here that's on the call. If I did, I'm sorry. We survived 2020. And then values and pending 63 reviews on Etsy. So call that 10% wrote a review. 630 sales. And then let's just scroll down here. There's so many more. My first Christmas, Natalie Jade. See that too. the My First Christmas stuff is something we can personalize. 46, though. Man, we're just on fire. We're just finding winners left, right, and center. What is up with this? I haven't found this many winners this fast in a long time. I'm starting to think we're onto something here. Okay, so that has 46. The ornament is perfect. We love it. Bigger than we expected, but it's definitely not a bad thing. Ship very quick, arrive fast. Love the ornament for my little one's first Christmas. This is the most darling ornament, made so beautifully by the designer. Came in a timely manner. My first Christmas. You know what I want to... Okay, let me do this. I think I could make that in like Canva in a heartbeat. I'm gonna sidetrack here in a second. Because I actually bought the Canva Pro thing the other day just because I was using it for something else, but I'm gonna try and make that one here. So I'm gonna sidebar after I put this in, and I'm gonna go and try and make that one. Well, I don't know how to make circles in Canva, but maybe you guys can help me. I'm a Canva rookie, but I'm a quick learner. Okay, so this kind of thing, my first Christmas, and then name, year. That's money right there. That is money big time. Penny, how many sales does this one have? This one had the most, didn't it? Oh no, 46. Okay, still good, still good. So 46 reviews on Etsy. So or 60 sales, we'll call it. It could be more if more than 10% wrote a review. I'm just guessing. Okay, give me a second here. You guys love Canva, and I'm starting to like it too. So let me log in. I think I use my Google account. Find out in a second. Did I? Oh, I don't know. Well, let's see. So let's do. Do they even have ornaments on here? If they do, that would be cool. Nah. Okay, start with custom size. We'll do 1000 by 1000. Now I need a circle. Circle, circle. Elements. Shapes. Hey, there's one. Look at that. I got a circle. Right on. Okay, what do I want to make it look like now? So I need like some of these. Reindeer, my first, and then Christmas. I'll put this over here for a sec so you can see it. I want to change that color to maybe off-white, like not quite white. Like that color. There we go. Okay, now I need like a reindeer. Is that a reindeer? Got a couple. Oh, there's one. That's pretty close. There's one. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, and now let's get some of those nice little snowflakes. And let's sprinkle those puppies in there. So we'll get kind of a couple big ones, a couple little ones. What we got here? Holy Snowflake City. Wow, there's a lot. Ooh, tons. All right, well, I think the most popular ones are typically at the top, as far as I know. So let's put that one in, smaller, Hope you guys don't mind me designing one live, but I'm pumped for this. Copy paste over here. And then paste another one up here. Make that a little smaller. A little smaller than that. That one a little smaller. And just fill it in. That one a little smaller. A bunch of them on here. One right here, why not? One right here. Maybe I should have been a graphic designer. Because look at this beauty I'm making. Okay, good enough for now. I can come back and add more. And then we need some text. So let's go with text. And let's go with a kind of cool looking text. Let's just start here. So let's go my, and then just change it. So what do we want? We want like a What's a good text? What do you guys like about that? Any preferences? Oh, the square is 1,000 by 1,000. Somebody was asking. I'll make it kind of look like that. Again, we can rearrange all this stuff. I love the copy paste, it makes it super easy. First, and then we need Christmas. So Christmas, we need like a kind of almost written one, you know, like just change this to Christmas. Now we'll just change that text. So we need more like something like that. No, not that. That? Yeah. Like a script. It's not that. Let's not do it all caps. Ooh. Ooh. That's not bad. Okay, now experts here, help me out. How do I bend it to make it look kind of like this? So I want to kind of bend it a little bit. Can I do that in this? Is there a way? I know I can transform in Photoshop, but I don't know how here. Did you lose sound? Everybody good? For sound? Give me a 1. Hear me? Okay. Okay, is there a way to like bend this a little bit? Effects. No. Position. Well, first let's make it like a red. I mean, it's not 100% necessary to bend it. But it might look better if I did. That's centered anyway. I can't bend it in Canva, only turn it left to right side. Oh, bummer. I can't do that. Okay, so I can't bend the text. No problem. I mean, it's not 100% necessary. But if you look at this, I basically just designed one very easily. Can I put a stroke on that or something? I want to kind of move it up, but I'll bring this one. Send to the back. Oops, nope, don't do that. Yeah. Oh crap, I lost it. Wait, let's go back here. Thank God for the undo button. So this circle. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I wonder if can I flip this? Flip. Horizontal. Just trying to get this tucked up in there a little better. No, that didn't really work. Maybe if I can I put a stroke on this? Stroke. Almost place echo hollow. No. Okay, well, can't do everything I want to do, but I can do enough to be dangerous. All right, well, you know what? That's pretty good. So let's download that with a transparent background. See what that looks like. Go over here. There. So I just designed that. And now I could take that easily, and I could put the name and the date here, and there's an ornament. Like, that took me what? I am a complete Canva rookie, and I just designed one in no time at all. So man, I hope you guys are getting so excited here. Look at even this one, right? If we look at this one, this Santa one, do we have elves and Santa and a reindeer? Let's see. So that's cool. I did one. Awesome. Continue editing. Okay. So let's do home, I guess. Well, so I saved that one. That's fine. So now let's go home. Let's do another one. Just real quick. I want to see if they have. So do 1,000 by 1,000. I just want to see for icons or for those like things. Do they have an elf? Search for elf. Yep, they got elves. So we could stick full body elf. We go like that. Then we go Santa. Tons of Santas. For full body Santa. Again, I'm just kind of seeing, you know, if I could actually do this. And then a reindeer. Put it like a full body standing up. There's one. That's pretty good. And then we could do our 6 feet apart thing. Make it look like that. And then we survived 2020. And somebody even had a good idea on the chat. They said, put in for the We Survive stuff, you could put in the family name. So you could put, what'd you say? Conway survived 2020. They're even like better. So I'm going to put that note there. Or else I switch out we for the family last name. Look at that. Oh, so awesome. So awesome. I love this. This is, man, okay. I think we're just gonna, oh yeah. I don't even really want to go to the necklaces because I'm so pumped about this. I know I'm gonna be spending a buttload of time making ornaments, but okay, I'm going to shift gears because there are so many in here, and you guys get the gist for the necklaces, okay? So, or for the ornaments. Well, let me try one thing here. since we can personalize, and we should. There's another one. First Christmas born during lockdown 2020. Let's see how many that has. Oh, none for that one. Oh yeah, even this. So this is a wooden one, but we could do that. We could just put their name on it. Personalized name Christmas ornament. Let's see if that's sold. Oh, that's a new tab. 27 of these sold. Okay, so I'm gonna do this because if we make a personalized one, save that. We could just literally have the name on it. And imagine, so you got mom shopping here or dad, and they're like, "Oh, I need an ornament. I need some gift for my kid." Well, we do up a little design as the base like template with like a circle and some of these like snowflakes. It's not see-through, right? And then we just leave a spot where they can put in their name, and then when they go to GearBubble, they just enter the name, and it's like a name ornament. That's money right there. That is money. So let's grab this URL. Right? Because personalized stuff just kicks butt. Oh, why'd that go to a new window? Where's my sheet? There's my sheet. Okay, so let's insert in here. So I know this one is like probably cut out on it's a piece of like wood, and it's probably cut out on a laser cutter. But we're going to take the idea and we're going to apply it to a GearBubble one. So this is just called like a snowflake name ornament. That's it. And then we'll go pending. And how many were in there? 27. So 27 reviews. There we go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's another one. The Blake family, 9. That looks like it's almost hand painted. Scroll down, see how it's that. If you just go through and look at best sellers for ornaments, you'll be making a lot of money this holiday season. So those are 2020. Yeah, so 2020 and then personalized, and then 2020 is like very timely because it's been the craziest year ever. There's a cat one. We could do a cat one. So we've got sales. 28, well, there you go. You could do a cat style too. So we could just put like the cat thing. If you go to Canva, and let's go to here. Let's just delete these for a sec. See if they got a cat like icon. Cat face. We must have one. Or even the paws. I don't know, it's not the best, but I would not make this one, but you could make like that on a circle and then leave a spot for their name in the middle. You get the idea. So the cat face is possible. Miles apart, always connected by the heart. That's cool. Dogs. Oh. Personalized puppy ornament. Hang on. 50. Okay. Jeez. So, remember, we can upload a picture, and we can upload. We can put text over the picture. So let's go with this. Save it. This one has 58, 55. So we absolutely love our new ornament. Perfect addition to our tree. Great quality, shipping time. Look at that. So they take a picture of their puppy. They put it on the back. You make this part customized, and then First Christmas 2020, not 19. Love our ornament. Love it. Great job with the picture I sent. They're fast and friendly. Seller went above and beyond. There you go. Oh, there's even more down here. Or the baby. Jeez, man, too many ideas. I'm getting, the brain's gonna explode here. All right, so let's stick with this. That's got 55. So let's insert that one. So insert image and cell. Good. All right, so here we'll have a, what do they call this one? Personalized puppy picture ornament. Okay, so let me grab this URL. Let's call it dog. Oh, maybe they're only after the puppy side, but if we expand that out to dogs. Oh no, if we do first Christmas, okay, so 55 reviews. Come on. Reviews on Etsy. So that's like 500 sales, maybe. No, I think we got to stick with puppies. So all we need is a base template. And really, I mean, the picture could be the entire thing. And then we could have their name and all the writing on top of it. So if we go back here to GearBubble, and we do like a round one, or even a heart one, we could do that. And then we could have a photo layer. Now, I don't know if the photo layer can go. Let's try. Let's just try one. I'm going to launch this. I'm new to these two, so you got to bear with me. So let's go test up. Okay. Hang on. I'm actually going to get a picture of my dog. Pepper, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. 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 Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you sit. Stop moving. Sit. Come here. No, don't scratch stuff. Okay. Check this out. I'm going to test this. Send that picture. Good girl. Okay, you can go. Go on. Go. Go back over there. Do your thing. So you know it's live because I've actually just took a picture of my dog. And I'm going to email it here. Just moved around. Okay. Email. Just on my phone trying to send this over. People see. Okay. And then I'll download that. All right. Let me go over here to my email. And the cool part of this too is when people are making these, let's go to view. We'll adjust this if we need to, but when we're making these, we can, they can be on their phone and they can literally just take a picture, like right away. All right. Download. Okay. Upload here. Okay, hang on. Upload, click here to upload. So let's go, where is it? It's in the downloads folder. Downloads. That's my dog. Oh no, why'd you do that? She moved. Why is that sideways? Oh, maybe because I didn't do it square. Hang on, okay, let me do a square. Maybe that's a good thing to know. Okay, so let's do a square. So I just want to see if that makes a difference. So image, crop, export as PNG. Do this. Okay, let's try that. Okay. That's better. Okay, so I guess if you do a landscape one, so you could put that on there too. Maybe it's got to be smaller. And that's what pepper sounds like. Okay, we'll figure it out, but that's something that we can do. Let's try this. Sure this works. 20. Come on. Yeah, I'm thinking we have to make it fit onto there, but that's fine. We can just adjust the design. I just wanted to test one. I was hoping it would just wrap it to the size, but I don't think it does. Yeah. Well, I wonder. Well, maybe I'll have to buy. You know what? I'll ask them to make sure if it'll wrap it. I'll send them this, and I'll say, will that wrap it? If it'll wrap it, that'd be perfect. If not, we can just adjust our design so that it's just like a square upload of the dog, right? But some people are saying it should, if I'm within the lines. We'll see. We'll find out. Okay, but that's an idea. Anyway, I got sidetracked, but that's the story of my life. I always get sidetracked. So if it will crop it to like fit the circle or fit the heart or fit whatever, that'd be nice. But if not, I mean, it's not the end of the world because we can put like a little frame on there and then we can upload a square into the frame and then we can have the name and then First Christmas. So we could do something very similar. It's just it would be like a little bit different, that's all. So if it's not going to crop automatically on GearBubble, that's okay. We'll figure out a way around that. So still a cool idea, very cool idea. Okay, I think I'm going to be focusing on these just because these Christmas ornaments right now are just kicking butt. I've only gone through Etsy and I've found a ton of them. So what we want to look for is like the bestseller ones and the ones that have like sales already is what we're after. So personalized stuff too is kind of what we want. Here's another one, like First Christmas married, like nice. So we could adjust something like this. Are there any sales? Oh, we just hit the jackpot, ladies and gentlemen. 200. I mean, that's sold over like 2,000. Okay, we're doing ornaments. Yep, that settles it. The world has spoken. The internet has spoken. Etsy has spoken. Yeah, my God. Wow. 200. So we'll do up a little design. If we can't have it crop, it doesn't matter. We'll do a little square. We'll have a picture of the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Blank, 2020. Ooh, gold. We're going to make so much money. I love this. That is our best one yet. And that's like, why didn't I think of that? That's always one of those things where you go, why didn't I think of that? Well, we just did think of that. So yeah, nice. Be engaged, man. Perfect. So this is personalized, engaged. It doesn't even say First Christmas. It doesn't even say couple. What are we looking at here? First Christmas married ornament. Okay, but it's not, it could go further than that too. Okay, well, we'll call it that. So we'll call it personalized, engaged, First Christmas ornament. Well, we know it's an ornament, but pay special values, pending. Oh, wait, I got the wrong one. Got the wrong URL. You know what the best part is too? I spend a lot of my time selling to males, right? Because it's like dad to daughter, wife, girlfriend, engaged. That's big niches for me. I love that now I can target males and females, because I think females are going to absolutely devour this type of thing, like the photos and the names on an ornament. Like it's just, and think of it, even if we do a kid angle where it's like or even just the name, like there's so many options. I love it. So this has 200 reviews. 200. So that's like 2,000 sales. If only 10% wrote. Man, that's a huge find. Let's see what else I got. Is this picture okay? Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nice. What's this? Where do I upload? Get a gift wrapping. Squishy cheek shipping info. Huh. Follow us. Yeah, well, baby squishy cheeks, thank you. Holy, 250. Jeez, I gotta check out the store. I don't know who this is, but they're doing something right. 215,000 sales. First Thanksgiving, close, close, close. Do they have ornaments over here? Great gifts for others. Oh, let's type in ornaments. Look at that. Best ever grandma. I love Lillian Ryan. Aiden's first Christmas. Cora Noel and a reindeer. Ashley and a unicorn. Stink, stank, stunk. Oh, that's apparently everybody's selling that one. There's that guy. Braxton Michael, 2020. Paisley and a rainbow. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, they put the thingy on there. Pregnancy announcement. Nice. You give, okay, so you give that to like your parents or family or whatever. I mean, it's kind of a, I understand what it is, an ultrasound photo, but so many ideas. Best aunt ever. I mean, that's a 10. Good idea though. I like it. So that would be super easy to do that design. I like that design. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Yep. Hey, need a gift for your aunt? Here you go. She will love this and love that you thought of it in such a kind way. So all of our stuff that we usually use will just totally transfer right over into ornaments, like huge, big time. There. So best aunt, best uncle, best sister, best brother, best mom, best dad, best stepmom, best stepdad, best grandpa. Man, best ever aunt, love, name, 2020. That's gold. Gold, gold, gold. Where did that go? Where was it? Come on. There it is. Grab that URL. Paste special. Values, menu. What did that have? That had 10 sales, eh? 10 reviews. Oh boy. Well, you know what? Why don't we do one more? I'm in the mood to find one more winner. Let me find one. Let's see if we can beat 200 on that one. Family name. 9. Not bad. Not bad at all. Keep that one in mind. Let's try and find you. Oh, that's a cool. I like that. I just like how minimal and clean that is. No sales, but I like the design. So I'm going to bookmark this store because I got a lot of ideas. But I want to try and beat 200. So personalized ornaments. What was that one? First. Okay, so first, let's try this. Narrow it down a little bit. Come on, 200. We gotta beat you. Daniel's Merry Christmas bestseller 31. Okay. Oh, let's see. 26, not too bad. We could easily do that design too. Now that's in wood, but we'd just convert the design to, you know, ceramic. You guys are saying it's ceramic, that's cool. Holiday ceramic. That'd be tougher because there's a bunch of different people in there. The wood family, it's not a bad idea. I think the 74, ooh, okay. 74 is not too bad. See if we can beat it though. Maxim's first Christmas, Alexa's first Christmas. Baby Thompson coming soon, and that might be a big one. Oh, no sales. Weird. I thought there'd be more. That one we've already looked at. Molds. Oh, there's the idea. That somebody was saying put the name on it. So there you go. So yeah, that's a good idea too. Merry Christmas 2020. COVID 15 there. I think what we're going to find, personalized engagement coordinate. No, I can't do that. It's got a calendar. It might be, I'm thinking the 2020 stuff is going to be where we're going to find a lot of really big sellers. Let's go. Did that one. What's this one? It's coming up number 2 in the rankings, so 14. Simple. Easy. We've done one with COVID pandemic. I don't know if we're going to be 200, but holy crap, that was awesome. Awesome find. Well, if that had 200, then what was the name of that one? Let's go down this rabbit hole for a second. Any others in here? Well, this has, that's a lot. Not 5. Okay. Anyway, you guys, I think you guys get the idea. So like babies first, picture uploads, not picture uploads, first engaged Christmas, COVID Christmas, first Christmas married. There's just a ton of ideas here. We survived 2020. Toilet paper roll. Well, let's just go, instead of 2020, let's go back here. So we're finding some big ones in here. Just look for the best sellers first. First pandemic. We survived 2020. And if it's got a bunch of reviews on the shop, odds are they got a bunch of sales on the necklace. Or necklace, I keep saying necklace. Maybe it's COVID outside. Nice. That's fun. All right. I could go on forever, but I think we are going to focus on these. So the 2020 stuff, the personalized stuff, the first Christmas stuff, the picture uploads, the dog stuff. Man, we have so many ideas here. Okay, are you guys pumped for that? Because I am. I can't wait to get going on these. I'm going to start running these through. Oh, somebody just sent me one. 200 review product. Hang on. Thank you, Kenny. Ah, ha, ha, ha. You're awesome. Awesome. Take a picture of your house, upload it, and change your name. There we go. That's pretty sweet. Good idea. Thanks for sharing, man. Save that. And custom home ornament, housewarming gift. Okay. Go here. Go here. Must have had 200. Sorry, I have an oak tree in the front. and I've got squirrels that just drive my dog nuts. So she will, Pepper, hey, come here, come here. Pepper, come here. They sit there and they tease her because they know the window's there. Okay, so what was this? Our home, and then name, and then established 2020. That's awesome. Thanks, man. Good share. Good share. So we can do our own version of that very easily. And it said housewarming gift too. That's like 2,000 sales right there. Yeah, very cool. How'd that one go? Oh, over here. Nope, over here. So what do they say? Custom Pepper, stop it. Housewarming gift, new home. Yeah, yeah. And look at that, 37.27. What's that Canadian or US? What do they sell that for? Oh, see, 28.59 US. So at that price, we'd be making pretty good margin too. No edits, one edit. Oh, they even charge more if they're gonna edit it. Nice. See, this guy or this store, they have to do this manually. We don't. So we don't have to go and like create that and then upload it anywhere. Let's go to the store. They came up with that idea. They probably got a lot of other good ones too. First Christmas at 125 Beach. Future Mr. and Mrs. A. Yep. Class 2020. That one. Yeah, that's very cool. Very good idea. Nice angle. Love it. Engaged and quarantined. What that one do? Nope, no reviews on that one. Custom. Custom order. Hey, here's my thing. Custom. You tell me what to do. Mother of plants. So many in here. Here's the idea with the animals. Again. My daddy is my hero. Cool. Labrador. Man, 5 pages of ornament. Nice. Well, all of our May gifts. I hope you're not on there, Aaron, because I'm sure we've got a lot of PPC coach guys that are going to be doing this. Okay, I'm going to go through some. Let me review this real quick. So I got 10, and I think in this list alone, I got enough to chew on and make some really good money. So what do? I want you to go through Etsy like I just did. I want you to find ornaments, and I want you to find like 50 of them. And just keep looking for best sellers, keep going down rabbit holes, and just make your sheet like this: image, quote, URL, status, notes. We can do the personalized. We can do the picture uploads. Okay, we can do it. It's possible. We can do like family members. We can do new homeowners. We can do baby's first Christmas. You know, that's just one idea there. There's like so many first Christmas ones. And you saw how quick I made that design too. I just did that myself. I could even take that photo, that picture, and go to Fiverr and say, hey, designer, make me something like this, make it a little bit different, but make it like this, and let's go. So holy crap, we've got so many ideas here. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And I was gonna mix it in with necklaces too, but you guys have seen me do necklaces. You haven't seen me do ornaments, and I haven't done ornaments, and I love a challenge, and I love something new. So I think what I'm gonna do is follow my own advice and focus. So we're gonna focus on these to get these profitable. And why not? Like right now is the perfect time to sell ornaments. We're not gonna be able to sell these in January. Well, maybe we can, but for us to sell these right now, it's the most timely product at the most timely time of the year. So this is awesome. I love this. Let me go through some questions real quick. You guys are on fire here in the questions. I don't think you can pin it. Can't pin it. Downloaded a free app called Add Text, and I bend the text in that app, then send it over to Canva. Oh, okay. Well, like if I really wanted to bend that text, I could do it, and I could take that thing into Photoshop and just adjust it all I want very easily. So it is possible, but I'm sure Canva can't do it because it's called the free transform tool in here. and it's quite intensive to use, but I know how to bend it in there. The election results are killing me. Yeah, you and me both. I don't like, come on, count the votes. Let's get this over with. Get it done. Upload it. I don't think it'll be sideways. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't be sideways if you're within the lines. If you ask about cropping and let us know in the forums, yes, I will. How are you pricing ornaments? I'm going to price them as high as I can to get sales. I'm not going to go low. I'm going to go high. So if I just saw that one guy was at 29 bucks, 28 US, I'll go, maybe I'll go the same as Next says. You know, why not? If it's personalized, go 39, 39.95. If I go 39.95, I'm making a really good margin, and I got a lot of wiggle room to go. So I don't get me ranting on pricing right now because I'll spend like 20 minutes and bore you to death. But if you want to talk on the forums about pricing, or go back through some of the other trainings, you'll hear my rants on it. Yeah, grandmas will go crazy with the personalized photo thing too. Yes, yes, yes. Housewarming gifts, yep. Please let us know about the photo deal, I will. Sabo style, yep, we'll do Sabo, we'll do another one. I've got, well, Sabo works very well. We've got a modification of the Sabo I can show you too. Will you be doing ads on Facebook? Yes, 100%. What would your upsell to the makeup for the lower margins similar to mugs? I'm not going to go lower margins. I'm going to go high margins. If I'm running Facebook ads, I'm not going low margins because I can't. So I'm going to jack up the price so I can run ads and make sales. And I know everybody fights me on this. Well, a lot of people do. They're like, no, you got to go cheap. You got to go cheap. You don't have to go cheap. You can go expensive. You can go make it more. Just make like 40 bucks for an ornament is not bad. And if you're like, I would never pay that, then you're not in my market. And that's cool. You can go find cheaper ornaments. There's nothing wrong with that. There is another segment of the population that will spend more on stuff. And if we have to run ads, we have to make money, so we have to charge more. So it's not a bad thing, and it does work. So just, it's a mental block that a lot of people have that they can't get. They're just like, no, that's too much. I wouldn't pay that. It doesn't matter what you would pay. It doesn't matter what you would pay. It doesn't matter what you would pay. There, I've said it 3 times, I'm done. It matters what somebody else will pay. Okay, good. I understand how to find models, but how do you decide which ideas and how many to test? Okay, well, that's why you're here. I mean, we're going to go through testing on the next one. So I'm going to get, you can do the designs yourself once you go through your research and see how many you're going to test, the more the merrier. So if you test 10, the odds of you finding a big winner are very, very good compared to you testing 1. So for me, if I test 10, I know I'm probably going to find a big winner out of those 10. If I test 2 or 3, the odds are against me to find a big winner. Like mathematically, it's about 10% that's going to be a big winner. 30% are going to get sales, but 10% are going to be like a keeper. So 1 out of 10. So if you're shooting for anything, shoot for 10 tests. Okay? And I'll show you how to test. I'll show you how to do all that. How would you target? Oh man, that's like, I'll show you how to target. It's depends on the ornament, but we'll target. We'll go through that in the next one. Would you put these on Etsy or just use GearBubble or GearBubble Pro? I'll be running them directly to GearBubble, so I won't be. If you want to put them on Etsy, go for it. The only problem I have with Etsy is it's customer service. I don't like it. So if you want to put them on Etsy, go for it. I'm going to be running these like I run my necklaces. I'm just going to be switching the product. To put on a mug for an upsell? Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Can we do those on Teespring or just GearBubble? Wherever they have ornaments, I guess you can do them. I'm not sure if Teespring has these, but I'm going to be teaching GearBubble because I want to crack that 7-figure mark this year with GearBubble. So that's my goal. After you collect 50 examples, how do you decide which ideas to test? Look at the reviews and sort it by which one have the most reviews. That's your starting point. So if you have 3 of them that have 200 reviews, I'd be starting there because Etsy's telling you those things are getting sales. How many ornaments would you create or have created to start? I haven't created any yet. This just got released like last week, so I was excited when I saw it. I was bugging them to get these up and running, and I mean, it doesn't matter what I say, but it's just awesome. It's a new product. It's super timely, and I haven't really sold any yet because I haven't really run any yet because I'm going to run them with you guys. So I'm going to hit a big winner. I know that because I know what I'm doing. I'm going to show you guys how to do that too. So all the questions about testing, about targeting, about how many, about all that, those are great questions. I hope I answered a couple, but if you're not sure, if you want more clarification, hop on the forums, make a post. I'll help you out there. And then on the next training, I'm going to show you how to like launch and test these. So your goal now is to get all your research done, kind of sorted by the ones that got the most reviews for the product, because those are the most popular ones. And then those are the ones that you want to get designs done for. So if you want to get just a couple designs to start, you can do it yourself or you can outsource it. I just showed you how I would do it myself right now with Canva, super easy. Or you can outsource it. You can go to Fiverr and you can pay like peanuts to get a design done by a pro. So in our case, because we're going to be using, I think, a lot of picture uploads and at least custom text. The one thing I've noticed with picture uploads on other products is sometimes people don't want to take that step, or they're scared of privacy or something like that. So that is the one downside of picture uploads, or they don't fully understand how to do it, or they don't fully understand, where's that thing on my computer? Like if I tried to get my mom to do a picture upload on my computer right now, we would be here for 3 weeks if I didn't help her. So think of that too, that sometimes if you make it simpler, it's a little bit better. And if we just have like one spot to put like one name, it might convert better than two customized name spots and then a picture upload. So that's 3 items that they have to go through. So that's kind of like a sidebar, but we'll test it all to see. Sometimes the fact that they have to go through the extra steps to get the picture up and get it right is a benefit, and it will actually convert more. I mean, when you personalize stuff too, the other huge upside is you can charge more because it appears that it's harder to do than just a generic, just pump out these same design, blah, 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 blah. As soon as you throw personalization in, they'll pay more, right, for it. So that's a good thing. What would you estimate your budget need to be to test 10 to 12 ideas? I give them $100 each, so $1,000 to $1,200. If you don't want to test that much, you don't have to. That's just what I do. Thank you, Will. You are amazing. Right on, huh? Tell that to my wife. I love it. Will they ship to Europe too via GearBubble? Yeah, they go worldwide. So absolutely. And you are from Germany, who asked that question. So I'm jealous because you can actually make German ones and list them on GearBubble and target the German market, and you're basically going to be all alone with like GearBubble Ornaments in Germany. So my last name is German, but I don't really speak German. I wish I did, because if I did, I would totally be targeting Germany, because you guys have money and you actually buy a lot of stuff online. And if I spoke German, I would be all over the German market, all over it. So you are in a huge disadvantage over the rest of us, because we're going to be going worldwide, but I think most of us, well, like 99% are going to be going English only, and that's where all the other marketers are too. So if you can carve out a niche in the German market with the German language, man, I'm jealous. I would love to do that. I'm trying to learn how to speak Spanish. Well, I say that, but I haven't really taken any steps. I mean, I watched Narcos without the subtitles on to figure out Spanish. Anyway, if I could speak Spanish too, I would do the same thing. I go after like all the South America countries, because a lot of marketers in the US and North America are targeting worldwide in English, and they just don't go to other languages. All right, I've never sold with GearBubble. When a sale is made, how long before you send the funds deposited to your account? Okay, so good question. With GearBubble, you can make withdrawals every day. So the way I'll show you is to set it up. In the next one, I'll show you how to launch these and set them up. We're going to have our campaigns end at 10 o'clock every night. Now, when I say end, I just mean the production for that day. That count is going to end at 10 o'clock. So by about 11 o'clock p.m., you can request withdrawal from GearBubble from your account to your PayPal account, or even better, they'll do a bank wire to your bank account. So if you go PayPal, it's fine. I basically alternate between PayPal and bank wires. I do it daily. Every day I go in and I request a payment to go hit my bank account. The wires usually hit within a day. PayPal could be a day or two. For me in Canada, if you're in the US, it's even faster. So you put money in there. I have my Facebook ads payments being paid from my PayPal account. So I'll send money from GearBubble that I make to PayPal. Facebook will take the money out of PayPal to pay for the ads. I'll just withdraw the rest of my bank account from PayPal. So the only problem with me is when I withdraw from PayPal, that I have to withdraw in Canadian dollars, so I have to accept their exchange rate. So the way I work around that is I do a bank wire from GearBubble to my US dollar bank account. So I always keep it in US dollars. GearBubble charges a $17 fee to do a bank wire. It actually works out to a lot less than converting it and withdrawing from PayPal. So that's how I do it. I can talk more about that on the forums too if you want. So for Cashflow, that's how you do it. You withdraw daily. Do you need separate pixels for ornaments? Well, yeah. I mean, I go with niche pixels. So if I'm doing first time babies, that's going to get a pixel. If I do a homeowner one, that's going to get a pixel. If I do personalized name ornaments, that's going to get a pixel. So pixels, it's just tracking, super easy to set up. There's nothing to it really. I'll show you guys exactly how to set up your pixels and how to set up your tracking too. So that's coming. That's coming in the next one. As you can see, we're already way overboard, but I got excited, sorry. I can't wait to really pump out a bunch of these ornaments for Christmas. Like this is just, it's like when he launched that, I read the email and I go, oh man, this is gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna close off with that. The forums are open. I'm available. Every morning I go in and I look at new posts and I just go through and answer them all. So you've got me in there too. The next live training is Thursday at 10, and then the third one's Thursday at 10 after that. So we will see you guys. Yeah, I'm psyched too. Right on. We will see you guys in the next one. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. If you want to share anything on the forum, go for it. If you hit a good idea like Kenny did, you want to share it, go for it. I mean, we can all do our own versions. That's fine. We've got so much to do here. It's gonna be a good Christmas. I'll tell you that much. All right, we'll see you in the forums. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Hey everybody, welcome to training session number 2. Will here from PPC Coach. How you doing today? Give me 1 in the chat box if you can see my screen. It's a GearBubble screen, and you can hear me. 1, 1, 1. Good, good, good. And just let me know where you're located too. I like to do that before we start, everyone. Where's everybody at? I'm in London, Ontario, Canada, still sitting in my home office, and it is. This morning it was 1 degree out, which is almost freezing. And prior to that, it was about 22. So the weather has definitely changed. So we got Chicago, Singapore, Pittsburgh, right on. All over the place. Cool. Ontario, nice. All right, so I'm going to dive in. We are going to sell ornaments today. Well, actually, we're going to test ornaments, and then we're going to scale them on the next one. So I'm going to show you guys, I got to thinking, a lot of people who are getting into Facebook ads, maybe they're a little bit new to it, or they have a new ad account, or their pixel isn't really optimized fully. And I know when I say pixel optimized, I mean like their ad account, their campaigns is not optimized, so don't worry about that. But so what I did is I took one of my old ad accounts and I just changed the name to Ornaments. So I haven't run this one since 2017, and I was running a Sun one in here. Actually, it worked. So the last time an ad ran in here was June 17th. The only reason I didn't do a brand new ad account is because this one's attached to my PayPal. So I had to find one that was attached. Actually, I'm going to look at this, just sidebar here. So I don't, this is a Sun. Oh, look at that. Why did I stop this? Man, should have kept that going. See which one this is. I don't even remember this necklace, to be honest. Wow. See, that's ugly. But it worked. To my son, always remember, I have your back no matter what. I love you and I'm proud of you. Love always, your dad. So this was like 3 years ago and it sold. Maybe I should sell that again. Cool. Anyway, I changed the name of the ad account to Ornaments, and this is where we're going to launch our new one. And I'm just going to use the pixel on it. Actually, I created a new pixel for Ornaments only. So we're going to dive right in. I'm going to show you a new method for testing. And this one actually spreads the test over multiple days. So that if one day is bad, it's like with Facebook ads, you'll find that a lot of the times one day might stink and then the next 2 or 3 days will be really good and then you'll get a bad day. So if you happen to launch that test on like a bad day, then you're getting like false negative, I'll call it. So like you basically had no chance for it, no matter how good it was. So what I want to do is spread it over multiple days. So I guess we got to go to the beginning. Step one, we got to actually launch it on GearBubble, and then we're going to launch the Facebook test campaign, and I'll tell you how to run it and manage it. And then we rinse and repeat, and we're off to the races. So let's go to GearBubble, go to launch, campaign, traditional, and then we'll go into down at the bottom, the ornaments. And I am going to do the one that I did on the last webinar just to keep it going. So I can't remember. Yeah, we'll do white. Now pricing, I haven't really run ornaments, but I'm thinking this. It's personalized, so actually I'm even thinking this. You might say, well, Will, nobody's going to pay $40 for an ornament. Okay. Whenever I hear that, though, I want to like automatically prove people wrong. So I don't know. I'm thinking 34 profit is really good, but let's try this. I know the competition goes a lot lower. 29. 35 point, that's an odd number. But that gives me 30. I honestly don't know where to run these, so I'm going to run it at 29 and hope that I have enough margin there to make it. If that doesn't work, if I'm like breaking even on it, I'll bump up the price a little bit. All right, so let's add our photo. So let's click upload, and then I'm just going to drag and drop it from my other screen here. So this is the one that I did live. Let's drag this out. Good. And then we have to add a text layer right there. We're going to move that down. Then we can change the fonts on it too if we want. I found a good one before and I can't remember what it was. It might have been that one. Not that one. It's got to be like bulky, kind of works, but well, actually, it's not bad. Dad hand, wow. What was that other one? James. Weird. I usually go bulkier like that, but I like that dad hand. That's interesting. All right, put that right there. And did this one have the date on it too? I can't remember. I'm gonna go to my sheet. That's it. Yeah. I think that had the date on the bottom too. Yeah, Natalie did 2000. Okay, so we can do 2 spots. So we'll put that there, and then we'll go add a text layer. I'll put it right below. Put up here. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Then we'll put the date. All right, so yeah, so this one will be here. And this one will be there. There we go. Now you can do all these other colors, but I'm just going to leave it on the default. And that's pretty, so we've got our ornament basically ready to go. So let's go next step. And then in here, we're going to say, my first Christmas, personalized name and year ornament. Then in here, is it your baby's first Christmas? Congrats. You will want to remember this one forever. Why not get a beautiful ornament you can hang on the Christmas tree with their name and year of birth on it. Get one now and treasure it. I'm probably going to say much the same in the ad too. Treasure it forever. There. And that went bold, so I'll just highlight that. All right, so we're going to end this at 10. That's just how long they take the orders until. And in here, we'll go figures. There, first dash Christmas. There's a price, 29. And then launch. So now, and then we're going to do an upsell as well. It launches. Okay. We're going to launch a new one. And we're going to do a mug. And we're going to do this one. And we're going to upload the design again. And then we're going to add a text layer. And we'll do that same font. Then we'll add a second text layer. And we'll do the same font. I'll make this one a little big. There. And why not? Let's duplicate it on the back. There. And we'll call this one, same thing. My first Christmas personalized name and year mug. Might as well do this now because if it starts, if it really starts getting sales, then we might as well have this in place instead of having to come back and do it. There. And we'll put that one at way more because we'll put a discount on it. There we go. Now we're going to go back in to both of these. In a second. Let's go to here. There it is. Okay, so they're both in there. So first thing we want to do is go to settings. I'll just open this in a new tab. Go to other, go to general, and uncheck this. Allow campaign to be searchable in the GearBubble network. Click update. Okay, so we just made that so that they can't see it on the new releases page. And then same here, go settings, open a new link. So we're gonna go other, general, and we're just gonna hide it. Okay, and then I'm gonna close that. Now, I do need to open that again. I need to go to tracking pixels, and I'm going to place my pixel from my ad account. So copy your pixel, click here, and paste, and then update. So there's my pixel, and then upsell. Click that, turn it on, and we're going to select this one, scroll down, add a discount, we'll put 25% off, and click update. Now if I'm moving quick, don't worry, you can go back through the replay and see it all. And now I'll just click on this. So there's a question coming in. Do you not put much description in the upsell? No, I don't, because they just bought it. So they know what it is. And I'm not marketing that direct. They're the only people who are seeing that upsell. It actually looks really good. The only people who are seeing the upsell are people who bought this. So let's test it. Let's say I was born this year. Year 2. Nice. See how many we can do. Oh, see if it fits. That's good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, just got to reload this because I got to get the actual name here. And okay, there we go. So now, I'm going to save this image. And I'm going to go a new folder. I'm going to call this Burst. There we go. Just save it right there. And then I'm going to use Photoshop. Only because I don't know how to remove a background in Canva. Is there an easy way? There's Canva users on here. Is there an easy way to take out a background in Canva? Let me load this up. Photoshop. So if you can, that's great. If not, I'll just use this. Because this is going to have the background on it. I'm going to go File. Open. Sorry, I'm on the other screen for a second. There we go. Okay, so let's actually chop this up first. So I'll go this marquee tool. Fix ratio 1:1 because I want it to be square. I'm just going to trim it. And then image crop. And then image size. I'm going to go, well, actually 1000 by 1000 is fine. And then I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Oops. There. Well, actually, I'll do a fit on screen. Should have done that. All right, so I've got a white one. So that's fine. I can actually export this as one option. Export, quick export as PNG, and I'll go 1000 because it's square. I'll go white. Now I'm going to remove the background, so I use my magic wand, and I click here. Oh, that's not good. It didn't take it. Oh, I gotta change this tolerance. Put that down a bit, maybe 5. Oh, thank God. Okay, so it took it. I changed my tolerance from 50 to 5. Just so that I hit delete there. Now I've got the ornament on a background that is transparent. So what I'm going to do is actually add in a Christmas scene back here. So let me move this over. I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go type in Christmas. I don't know, Christmas something. Oh, it had Christmas background. Why didn't I do that? Nice. So these are all free to use, right? So if I actually like this one popped at me, so that would look good with the ornament. So let's download this. So it's right there. So show in folder. And I've got it in my folder. I'm going to open with Photoshop. Okay, so I've got it. So I'm going to select all, edit, copy, go here, edit, paste. So now I've got it. I'm going to drag it down. So it's really big apparently. So I'm going to hit my move tool, and then I'm going to press Control T. I'm going to resize this. Oh yeah, it's huge. So I'm going to have to drag this a couple times. I guess I could type the numbers in too. That is a big file. Okay, here we go. So I got that on there. Is that even going to fit? Well, kinda. Not quite what I wanted, but actually that's pretty cool. I could even put it on a tree if I wanted. So let's just put it kind of like that. Drag that down a little hair more. There. So that is going to really catch the eye. So let's hit the move tool and then file. I'll save this as a PNG too. Right there. I'll just save it as front 3 PNG. This way I can replace the background. I can turn off the background and put any other one in there I want. Click export, and I'll call this gift. I'm just curious if I can find Christmas tree. This might even be better. Like something like this. Or actually any of these. Even the blurry one, that's kind of cool. Very artsy. If I could go this one. Actually, I'm going to do this one. Let's show in folder. And again, open with Photoshop. Oh, wrong one. Where did I save it to? Hang on. Pre-download. That did not save. Don't need that big. Yeah, let's try it. It is not saving for me. Oh, click here. Let's try this. That do it? Let me check my folder. Yep, that did it. Okay, so now open with Photoshop. Select all, edit, copy here, and then I'll just turn that one off. I'll edit, paste, and then I'll go press Control T. And up here, see these sizes? So X is 2304 pixels by 1536. Actually, I'm just going to drag it. I just always drag it. It's easier. Thought I downloaded the smaller one, but I guess I didn't. But this looks pretty cool. If I can get that one ornament up there. Something like that. Then they know that it goes on a tree. Nice, love it. Okay, so file. I'll save that as a PSD again, because then I'll save both layers. Then I'll go file, export. Okay, I'm going to use the ones I did with the oh, no, let's change this to 1000 tree. There. That looks good, eh? I like it. Like it. Okay, so Kenny's saying you can, it's one-click background removal on Canva, but you'll need the professional account to do it. Click on the image, click effects, and then background removal. Okay. Canva does it. All right, so what I'm doing here, you guys can do in Canva. I just use Photoshop because I'm used to it. Actually, I have a little white piece in there, but I'm going to leave it in there. All right, so that's going to look pretty slick, right? Like there's one, and there's two. I'm not even going to use the white background. I'm just going to use these two. I really like the tree one, though. All right, cool. So let's close this. Let's close. What do we say here? Okay, close this. And now, let's go. So I don't even need the screen. And I don't need this one anymore. All right, let's go here and let's create an account. So what we're going to do, excuse me, is we'll call this. We're going to create a test campaign in order to see if people will actually buy it. So it's going to be auction, and this screen changes like all the time, which is good that you guys are here because you can see the new the new changes. So let's hit continue. And then it just does this new campaign, new ad set, new ad. So in here, we're just going to call this campaign number 1 dash version 1, and then I'll go with the date, so November 12th, 20. And then I'm just going to put the name right from here. My first Christmas personalized name and year ornament. So I'll put that right here. And then I'm going to leave, I'm not going to do a CBO. I'm not going to do campaign budget optimization. I'm going to do all the ad sets in one campaign for this. And this is just basically, it's called like the $5 method. So you guys are going to love this because you spend hardly anything per day, but the combined power over the span of like 5 days is really good. So let's call this and then we'll go the date. No, actually, we're going to put the interest here. And then we'll go the date, November. And I'm thinking, I don't even know if females will buy this more than males. Oh, I wonder. I think I'm going to have to put them both together just because I don't know who's going to buy this. So I'm going to go 25 plus men and women. Because I'm thinking if this is a gift and I position it as a gift, that means that the parents could buy it, the man or male or female, or male and male, female, female, I don't know. Or the like aunts could buy it, or the uncles could buy it, or the brothers or the sisters, or moms or dads or grandma or grandpas. Like basically anybody could buy this as a gift for somebody who's pregnant or just had a kid. So targeting wise, we can basically show this to anybody. I mean, there's not really, well, when we dig down into, I'll show you. It's easier to show you. So let's go USA to start. And then we'll call this 5D for $5. So just put that on there. Now we're going to use the website conversion, website pixel. I have an ornament pixel. And I don't have anything on it. This is brand new. So I have no, the only active event I have is the youth content. The inactive are all these other ones because I don't have sale, but I want purchase. And then you'll get this message, which is your app may not be optimized for conversions because we haven't received any activity. Well, of course you haven't. I just created it. So why even say that? Like, I don't get it. We're going to use dynamic creatives. So click that and click continue. And then the daily budget is going to be $5 for this ad set. But I'm going to start it right now because it's such a small budget. It's 10:23 in the morning. Now, down here, we're going to go to location. I'm going to change that to USA, although we can expand to worldwide later. The US market right now is, I know things are unstable with the guy in the White House who is refusing to leave, but it's actually still profitable. So I'm going to go 25 plus, all genders. For detailed targeting, I'm going to turn that off. And now for targeting, I can split up a little bit. So there's no interest that says, like what just had a baby, I wish, but there's not. So you could do this, parents, and then you'll see this one, which is a really good market to target. So what we could do, you can see there's 1.1 million people in here. If we only wanted to target new parents, then we could do this and we could split up this new parent 0 to 12 month. We could split it up, but it's only showing 1.1 million. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways to approach this. New parents is definitely our target. So maybe what we should do is just split up this audience a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll actually make a little adjustment on the fly here. I'm going to go with women first, and I'm going to go 25. I'm going to split the age range. So I'm going to go 25 to, what is it, 35 to 44. Yeah, 34. And I'm going to lower that a little bit. So I'm going to go 21. That's still 890,000 women. So let's copy that. I was going to take a different route, but this is a good one because I have no sales on this pixel. So I want to really make sure I dial this in. 21 to, what did I say? 34 and women. Okay, let's double check that. USA 2134 women, new parents. Okay, I think that's a good target. 890,000. That's actually a really good target. I'm really happy they have that one. So I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to paste it there. And I'm just going to run it on. Actually, let me move this over because I know people are following my pages like mad. Not you guys necessarily, but I'm getting copied left, right, and center. So I'm going to find a page that I don't really use. So you guys can spy on that page, and then you'll never find my stuff. What do I got? Yeah, lots of pages. Where should I put it? Is that mine? Oh, that's not mine. Just on the other screen for a sec. Let's go with this one. I think people are already spying on this one, so I don't care. Giftville, that's where I'll put it. All right, so now we are going to get rid of these messages over here. So just go grab the URL, copy, scroll down to this big red box and paste it. That'll get rid of one. And then we need to upload the images. So select images. Yeah, that's the only ad I ran in there. Oh, okay, upload. And we're gonna go to our folder. And we're gonna get that one and that one. So we're gonna use dynamic, which means Facebook's gonna put together the image, the headline, the image, primary text, description, and buttons. They're gonna mix and match them for us. They'll even create a video for this automatically for us. And when we're gonna leave optimized creative for each person turned on, which is always a good thing. Now here's where the primary text we say, go back to our thing. You want to remember this one forever. Okay, so we'll say, want to remember their first Christmas forever. This personalized ornament is what you. I'm trying not to use the word you or your. Is the solution. Put your name in. So I'll say that, and I'll do another option, and I'll say personalized on it right now. There, something like that. So you can go long or short. I just kind of did a little couple sentences. And then headline is click here to customize. And then I will add another. To personalize. Description will be get one now. And then add another option. It'll be perfect Christmas gift. There we go. Then buttons. We're going to do learn more and shop now. And hit this too. So that's what it's going to look like, but preview it. Just to make sure I was going through to the right page. Always want to double and triple check that. Because I have ran campaigns where I've done duplicates in the past. And I forgot to change the URL. So it was like a daughter necklace. I went to the wrong daughter necklace. So that's not good. So that looks pretty good. I like it. Now we can go like this. Click over here, click these three dots and do a quick dupe. And what we're going to do is number 2. And we're just going to change it from women to men, 21 to 34. Because I don't know who's going to buy this more, women or men. So then I'm going to come down here, change it to men. Then I'm going to click on the ad. I'm just going to change the name of that. And then I'm going to click back here on the ad set. And I'm going to, so now we've got 2 ad sets, so that's $10 a day. Click dupe. And on this one, I'm going to go with the older women. 35 plus women. Then I'm going to copy this whole ad set name, scroll down, change this to women, and change this to 35 plus. So I'm just segmenting by age a little bit the new parents. Scroll down, 35 plus. There we go. So in this one, there's 210,000. So there's still older ladies still having kids, right? That's cool. And then we'll go click that and we'll do the male version. We're just going to do 5 ad sets. 4, and then we'll go M. So, wait, 5 is only 25 a day. Well, I might do more. Go down here, do men. And look at this number, 30,000. So, smaller. So there's all our new parents, split by ages. And then let's go here. Let's do a quick dupe. And then we'll go in here. And we're just going to edit this. So when you click suggestions now, you're going to see a whole bunch of others that pop up. So what I would say, like looking in interests here, and I am going to do a couple more. Things like breastfeeding, diaper, baby shop, children's clothing, baby shower, baby transport, online shopping, engage, breast pump. There's a whole bunch of good ones in here, infant formula. So let's start with breastfeeding. So we're actually going to remove, or do we even need to? Yeah, we're going to remove new parents. We're going to put this down to well, let's go breastfeeding and then narrow it a little bit. Then we'll just go with this one, parents all. So we know they're a parent and we know they're interested in breastfeeding. That's 2.8 million women in the US. Let's see what the men are. 260,000. So yeah, we'll go women. So let's go women, breastfeeding, and parents all. So let's copy that. 21 plus. just to give it a little bit of difference here. Breastfeeding and parents all. And we'll do 21 plus. We'll do women. Move the word copy. And I'm just going to scroll down and double check that. Women. Okay. And then I'm going to click on the ad. Oh, I didn't change the number. Change that to 5. Go here. So I am going to do more ad sets. You can stop at 5 if you want, but I'm going to keep going because there's a lot of good interest in here. So let's click this. And that is women only. So let's go click dupe. And now just scroll down to the breastfeeding one and hit suggestions. You see breast pump, diaper, nursing bra. Ooh, that would be a good one. Birth, right? That's a pretty good one. Pampers, baby bottle, baby shower. Pacifier, baby transport, Huggies, powdered milk. So here's where we can get into brands. So if we do Huggies and parents, that's 830,000 women. 20, and let's try men. A lot lower, but still they could be buying it. So let's target women who like Huggies and our parents. If they like Huggies, then odds are they have a kid in diapers, and it could be a new kid. Now, I don't know if it's a new kid though, so this might not work, but it's worth a shot. And then we'll go here, change that number, yeah, to 6. There we go. And then here, let's do another duplicate. So we're at 7. Scroll down here. Now, let's say we wanted to target like the grandparents. This is a little trickier because we don't know how we can do that. We'd have to do it demographically, really. So let's keep going through here for a second. Johnson's baby, baby shop, mother care, baby center, mamas and papas, breast pump. Oops, event. So I'm gonna do this first. These are just ones that I know they're gonna be people with a kid who might be having the first Christmas, so. The other thing, when you target females who are pregnant or just had a kid, the odds of them having friends that just had a kid too are very high, because typically in their circle, in their social circle, most of them get pregnant at the same time. So if one is a couple months behind or one hasn't had the first Christmas yet, then this is something that they will buy for their other ones. So yeah, I'm thinking, somebody's saying grandparents, I'm thinking grandparents, just not entirely sure. Like with this one, it's the first Christmas thing that's throwing me off. So once we have a little bit, like a bunch of sales go through this, it'll be very easy to target because we can rely on the pixel a lot. But right now I can't. So if I want to target grandparents, how would I do it? Well, I can go in here and I can type in like, I can try this for grandparenting, my grandparents, I love my grandparents. See, I can't really put an interest in here, but I could go like this. So there's friends of people with birthdays, friends of men with a birthday in 7 to 30 days, birthdays in a week, friends of women, friends of men, friends of recently married, friends of newlyweds, friends of newly engaged, friends of animals, nature, friends of NRA, Shark, soccer team, the Earth, Canton. Not really. I wish I had friends of people who just had a baby. Let's try this. Grand. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So demographically, if I wanted to target grandparents, I'll show you how I would do it. I would go basically older. Like at what age should you become a grandparent? 60? And then in here, there's not really anything I can put for the detailed targeting. So I'm going to try this 60 plus women in the US, and I'm going to leave that wide open just to see if I can get any bites. So let's go no interest, 60 plus women. If I can spell interest, that'd be great. Interest. Copy. So demographically, I know if it's a female 60 plus, she's probably a grandparent, but I'm just kind of doing demographic, no interest targeting. I like to save this for later, but I'll throw it in here just as a test because it's only $5 a day. So I'm gonna go. So that's how I target like grandparents. That's a female. That's a grandma. I could do grandpas too, but I'm gonna do that because I want to go back here and do a couple more of these. Do a quick dupe of that one, and I'll change this to 9. Because there's a couple other good interests in here that I saw. So if I go, now you could even do breast pump and new parents if you wanted to, because then we know for sure that it's going to be their first one. But breast pump, like breastfeeding, nursing bra is another one. You know that they've got a newborn. Actually, I like this one. So I know that the nursing bra thing is huge. I don't even have to go with the age because nursing bra, you know, this might even hit grandmas because if they've been looking at like nursing bras for their daughter, then this will hit it. And that's a good clue that you're targeting the right people because that lady has a daughter who's actually pregnant and just had a kid. So just another way to look at it. So that's number 9. Okay, and then we'll do one more. So I'm going to run 10 a day. So for me, that's $50 a day. And ideally, I'd like to let each one spend about, well, like, what's my profit here? 25? Something like that. I'll check it in a second. Let me finish this off, then I'll do the rules on it. So let's go here. Oh, baby bottle. I saw one, Philips Avent. Look at all these. Diaper bag. Baby transport. That's huge for Graco. Well, I think baby transport's a good one. When yeah, 450,000, that's good. The women go nuts over this, the baby transport stuff. They want to make sure the seat is right and everything's perfect. And I remember the first drive home with my first daughter in my car, and I wasn't sure if I put the car seat in right. And I was worried, and I was like cursing out everybody who'd like come near my car because I'm like, stay away from my baby and all that stuff. But now, well, like by the 5th kid, I was like, strap her on the hood, we're good. Well, not technically, but you know what I mean. Anyway, that we've got a good mix in here. We've got 10, so let me upload this because I am going to run it for real. Now I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go to my account. I'm going to go to campaigns. Where's my campaign? I'm in my campaigns. Edit. That's what I want to see. There's my profit per sale, 24. So now I know I need some rules, right? So this is going to run over multiple days because it's only $5 a day. So ideally, I'd like to give the whole thing like $100 to test it. You can do less. It's just you're going to have to test more to find a winner. I already think this is a winner, but I'm going to go here, click that, and then open automated rules in a new tab. I might have some in here. Oh, I don't. Okay. So I'm going to create a rule. And this one is going to be 5D. Remember I put that in every ad set? So this is going to be rule number 1. This is turn off ad set if spent is greater than. So we make from here $24 a sale. So I'll say if it spends like 10 bucks, or sorry, yeah, 10 bucks, maybe 8 bucks. I'll do 10 bucks. So if it spends $10 without an add to cart, and add to cart is less than 1 lifetime, then shut it off. So it's going to turn it off. So here, click that, go to settings, go to ad set name contains 5D, and then spent right here. It's greater than 10. So if it spends $10 without an add to cart, the rules are going to shut it off. So website conversion Facebook pixel, and then add to cart is smaller than 1. There. This will run continuously, so we leave these all the same. So that is rule number 1. The add to cart rule, great. And then we'll do a second rule. This way we don't even really have to watch these. The rules will watch it for us. So turn off if spent is greater than, I don't know, 20. We make 24, so we want to make sure we lock in profit, and purchase is less than 1. So in this case, all the active ad sets, turn it off if settings, ad set name contains 5D for the $5, and spent is greater than 20, plus down here under website conversion Facebook pixel purchases smaller than 1. And again, lifetime, add a call default, leave this all on default, and create. So those 2 rules on this little $5 a day campaign or ad set is going to work very well. So it's going to shut it off at 10. So say 5 of these spend like, well, if all of them spend 10 bucks and only like 3 get an add to cart, then you just shut off 7 of them and you have 3 left to run. And out of those 3, if they spend 20 bucks without a sale, then you know it's a dud. So it's going to run over multiple days for sure. Like this first add to cart rule, it won't even kick in until the beginning of day 3. Really. So we're going to be spending, well, that'll put it over more than 100 bucks, but you can, basically after day 2, you're going to see if it's even worth pursuing or not. After day 2, if you don't have any add to carts at all, that means it ran for 2 days and nobody even added it to cart. That kind of means it's a dud anyway. So we could kill it at that point. 5 ad sets, well, 10 ad sets at $5 each is $50 a day. So after day 2, you spend $100. And if you don't have any add to cart, you're going to kill this one and move on to the next test because it didn't work. So if you do have a couple add to carts, that's a good sign. I'd let it run a little bit longer. But the cutoff for me is like 100 bucks spent. If I don't have a single add to cart, I'm going to kill the design, kill the whole campaign, and move on to the next one. So don't throw good money after bad. That's not a good idea. So this is when you're coming in here too, you want to be setting your columns to look like this. And in the other training sessions, you'll see where I set the columns, but it's right here. Just click on columns and customize. And then in here, you can set your columns however you want. So I could rearrange these if I wanted. You just click it and drag it. I'm actually going to add in return on ad spend. So I'll put ROAS, and I'll just click total. And then you'll see it'll come in right at the bottom. So I'm going to uncheck that. And then watch my columns change over here. There. So I just added that column. And then I go click here, save. And I'm going to name it the same. Then click OK. And then it'll say, do you want to replace it? And I'll replace it. So this is how it looks. So this is, they clicked it, they added to cart, they bought, what it cost for a purchase. And then, where'd my other one go? I lost my ROAS. But anyway, that's how we do it. There's some questions coming in here, so we'll take that, and then that's how we're going to test. Okay, we're going to do little tiny ad sets, and the reason I used to do this a lot, the $5 stuff, and I got away from it, but then I bought a course, an expensive course, and the guy in there was showing this, and I'm like, I used to do that, and he's like, it still works today. So I tried it, and you know what? It still works today. So the $5 ad sets, they work. And the next step, you don't just leave. Well, I mean, technically, you could just leave $5 ad sets running forever and just put new ones in to the same campaign. That's one way. But I've got another way to scale that's even more powerful than that. So let me take some questions, and then we'll shut her down for the day because we're coming up on the hour. For grandparents, could we modify the age parameters? Yeah, we could. Necklace question. After they purchase a heart necklace on an offer. Oh, wait. Necklace question. After they purchase a heart necklace, an offer for a box pops up? Not sure. The upsell? It comes after they buy. It's not a pop-up though. It's a page that shows after they buy. This is great targeting for a baby ornament. How would you do targeting for an adult ornament? I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I think for adults, I would probably go in. I'm going and hold one here. So if I mess it up, it won't matter. Let's edit this. So this is an old one targeting sons, but holy crap, I did that. Wow, that was 3 years ago. Let me remove all this. So if you're targeting an adult one for ornaments, I guess it depends on like what topic are you thinking? What's on the order? Is it a dog one? Is it general? Is it Merry Christmas? Like, because if you go in here and you can target Christmas itself. Then you got Christmas Eve, tree, music, market. Merry Christmas personalized. Okay, so here you go. Christmas decoration, Christmas lights. Anybody into that? With the personal stuff, it depends on, like, targeting depends on who the gift is for. Is it for somebody to buy for themselves, or is it for somebody to give to somebody else? Because you have to figure out who's your demographic, and then what would that demographic like, or what are they into? $5 ad sets would work for any product. Yeah, they will. It's amazing. Like what's old is new. It seems things go in a big cycle. I still do my methods that I teach on the forums every day. But this is something that when I saw it in the course I bought, I was like, really? This is super old because I used to do this like years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. I used to do $5 ad sets. But the guy did it and it worked. And then he took it to the next step, which I kind of liked. I tried his step, but that didn't work for me, so I did my own, which I'll show you guys in the next one. So Merry Christmas personalized with a family name. Yeah, if it's a gift that somebody's buying for somebody else, then you could do something like Christmas gift. Or you could do, yeah, Christmas gift is an actual interest. So say it's a man 40, well, say it's all, let's put Christmas gift. You know what? Is the ornament even in here? Ha. There's a good target. That's 40 plus. Let's go 21. And this is US. So there's 4.2 million men and women in the US who like Christmas ornaments. So you could target them. And you could even go like this. You could go suggestions. If we wanted to break down that ornament thing, so let's go Christmas decoration. And then under narrow, go like this. Spell it. So if you go Christmas decoration and Christmas ornament, there's 1.5 million. Okay, so then hit suggestions and then do Christmas lights and Christmas ornaments. Now you're at 370,000, still good. Christmas tree. 1.8 million. So it's huge. The mark is huge. I'm just switching out this one and leaving in ornament. So yeah, that's how I would target it. I'd leave it wide open on the age. Gender-wise, I don't know which one's going to work better, so I can't tell you yet, but that's how I'd set them up. You could even go just ornament, but if you do subsets of ornament, like we are here, you could even do this. So this is people who are into baseball, and they like Christmas ornaments, 2.3 million. You can even do golf. So all I'm doing is breaking down that ornament interest into different subsections. So it doesn't have to be Christmas related. And then once you've got a bunch of sales, your targeting can be this, nothing. You can literally have no targeting and just rely on your pixel in order to get the sales. You think this will sell for 29? I don't know. I haven't really sold ornaments, but it's personalized, and whenever anything is personalized, you can always raise the price. And for me, I always go higher than lower. So I don't like selling cheap stuff, and cheap to me is like a low price. So I'm always going to go higher. Plus, when you're running paid traffic, you can't go lower because you'll never make a profit. So if you're putting these on an Etsy store where their price is a factor, or Amazon where price is a huge factor because people go to Amazon to buy the cheapest thing they can. They typically go to Etsy and they'll search around to find the cheapest one they can. But with paid traffic, that's not the way it works. It's different. So I remember I talked earlier about, well, I don't know if it was the last webinar, but pricing, there's subsets of people. There's a large segment of the population that always looks for the cheapest thing. And then there is a segment of the population that doesn't care about that. And they want to buy things that cost more because they think it's a higher value. And if you think about it, if you're buying a Christmas gift for, say I'm a grandpa, and I'm like, my daughter just had a baby, and I want to buy her a Christmas gift. I don't want to buy her a $15 ornament because that's cheap. I feel better buying her a $30 one or a $40 one or a $50 one, because then I know that I actually paid a little bit more for it because she's worth it to me. See what I mean? It's all in who the buyer is, and there's all different types of buyers. So I don't chase the cheap buyers at all. Everybody else can have them. I'll go for the other ones, and there's a lot of them. It is definitely doable. There we go. Sold a few personalized ornaments for $29.95 this week, so it's doable. Right on. Thanks, Kenny. There we go. So we have proof, and I do feel that this is going to sell anyway. I'm going to discard these drops. With mine, if I see it's working, I'm going to test higher prices first. I'm never going to go lower. I'll always go higher. So I'm kind of different. Sorry, I may have missed this, but is it one campaign and one ad targeting and one interest? No, it's one campaign. Okay, this is my campaign. All of my ad sets are in the one campaign, and all of my ad sets are $5 each. And the rules apply to the active ad sets in this campaign. So the rules will check this every 30 minutes. It'll check every ad set. If it's spent $10 without an add to cart, it'll turn it off for me automatically. And then if it spends $20 without a purchase, it'll turn it off automatically for me. So you could even go here and do one other rule. So this is, let me just add it here. I'd have to add 5. Oh, let's put 5D. So if I put that 5D on the campaign too, and then I can go here and create a rule. Let me grab this rule title. So say you're locked in at $100 per test. So you could create a rule that says turn off the whole campaign if the spend for the whole campaign is $100 and purchase is less than 1. So down here, we just do the same thing. We go settings, but we do campaign name this time. We'll go 5D. And then here, we'll go spent. It's greater than 100. And this is actually a good rule for you guys to use because it eliminates the emotional reaction. This one says, if you don't have a purchase by $100 spent, turn this off. and it'll check it every 30 minutes for the whole campaign for the life of it, lifetime range. There we go. I think that's probably a good one that you guys should put in. Now you really don't even have to look at, or you don't have to worry about turning anything off in here, or even turning the campaign off. So when it gets to that point where the whole thing is spent $100 and it doesn't have a sale, that means it's a failed test. So that means Facebook will turn it off automatically for you. Okay, another question. If I start a new campaign with a new product using the same setup, would the rules apply to the new campaign if I were set at $5 a day, or would I need to establish new rules for each campaign? So if you follow the same format and you have this 5D in it, the rules will apply to the new campaign. Same here. Oops, ad set. So if your ad set has 5D, any ad set you launch in this account with 5D on it, these rules will apply to it. So you do not have to redo these rules. Now, if you do another product with a different price point, then you're probably going to want to do a new set of rules, and you're probably going to have a different naming convention in here. So instead of 5D, like I have other methods like the CBO steady and the Sabo method. And so I literally put like CBO steady, or I put steady in there, and then my rules are triggered off the word steady in the campaign name. Or in the ad, yeah, steady, CBO steady is ad set, Sabo is one campaign, one ad set, one ad. But yeah, so the rules will apply because it's set to check the ad set for the word 5D. So it'll apply to everything. So another person saying, why don't you do your normal rule number 3, purchase greater than 0 and ROAS greater than 2 lifetime? Just because this is a test campaign and I'm not really going to be scaling in here, and these move so slow that I can manually go in and check, you know, if something got a sale. I can go in like once every other day if I wanted to check this campaign because it moves so slow. Like this moves super slow. So this is really good for new people because the speed is like snail's pace. But it does make money. It does work. When we get into the scaling method that I'm going to show next week, we're going to use that rule again, where it's going to check when it has a sale because it moves quicker. All right. So I'm losing my voice. I got to go get some water, maybe coffee. I appreciate everybody coming on. I hope you guys are pumped. I think this is going to work really well. I really like this a lot. We've got a great campaign set up. And then all you do is you repeat everything you learned today with the next design. You create another listing on GearBubble, another upsell. You put all your settings in place, and then you create another Facebook ad campaign. Use that 5D in it, and you don't have to repeat the rules at all. They'll all apply to every campaign you do with 5D in it. Okay? Awesome. Awesome. One more. Would you suggest launching multiple ornaments or just the one? Oh, definitely multiple. So each ornament gets its own campaign. Okay? So this is my number 1. So the next one, I could just do, if I have another first Christmas one, I could do a duplicate of this, and I could switch out the ad. And I just change the number from 1 to 2. But you're going to have to do multiple tests in order to find a winner. I mean, we've got as good a head start as we can possibly get. We're set up in the best position possible, but it doesn't guarantee, that's active already, that this is going to get sales. I mean, when it does get sales, I'll show you guys, but it doesn't guarantee it's going to. So think of testing as you're throwing out a wide net to see which one of your ornaments works, and that whichever one works is the one that we're going to scale. And the scaling is in the next live training session. I'll show you the method I'm using for that. All right. Yeah, only start Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You can actually do the weekend now too because it is 4th quarter. Just don't start anything new on Monday. Any benefits starting at $10 a day rather than $5? You can do any method you want. This is just a method that I'm teaching in this one because it works. So feel free to experiment. Can't wait for it to be up on recording so I can go slow and get it right. Yeah, you'll get it right. Right on. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you in the forums. If you have any questions, post them in the forums, and I'll see you in there. And I'll let you guys know when I get my first sale here too. Okay? And you guys, when you get your first sale, post it. I want to see it. Not your design, but the fact that you got a sale. All right, everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey everybody, welcome to webinar live training session number 3 for the Christmas challenge. Talking about ornaments. Can everybody see my screen and hear me okay? Just give me one in the chat box if you're good to go. Right on. And if my audio cuts out, let me know, because apparently this microphone is on the fritz. I don't know how electronics wear out, but I don't know, maybe I do a lot of videos and webinars, but I just bought this one like 8 months ago and it seems to already be going on the fritz. So if you guys have any good like headset microphone setups, let me know. Or even if I should switch to like a lapel thing on my shirt, I'm willing to do that. I don't really like the microphones that you have like on a big stand and you have to sit in front like a radio announcer. I don't like those. But this one's weird. It was acting up on me. So just, if anything happens and there's no audio, just post it in the chat there and I'll try and fix it. GoToWebinar also has like a phone-in mode, I guess, so I could do that if I need to, but I hope we're okay. So anyway, we got quite a few people on. Have you guys made any sales on ornaments yet? Let me know. I know one guy made like 30 so far. The one that I tested, I actually didn't get any sales, which I'm kind of surprised, but I'm going to show you how to scale anyway, because I do have other ones in that are doing really well. So I'm finding that the personalized stuff, it's hit or miss, it seems. It's like, I almost think that sometimes people don't want to put in personal information, and that's what stops them from doing it. Or maybe I'm not explaining it right, or maybe it needs a video to show how they do it, because I think people get to the page and they're like, okay, now what? And if they don't read it, which a lot of people don't read sales pages, then they don't know to put the name in or anything. So I know guys are doing really well with the 2020 ornaments. So if your personalization stuff's not doing well, then switch to the 2020 stuff, because that stuff is kicking butt and it's a memorable year. So here's the results I got. I actually ran 2 campaigns. This one was very strange. I didn't even get an add to cart, which was bizarre. So I spent $100. I didn't even get an add to cart. I'm like, what is going on? Very bizarre. I thought for sure I'd get a sale on this one. So then I was like, well, maybe it's a campaign. So let me try another one. So I tried another little $5 one. And I just went with kind of the best. The ones that clicked on my ad is the ones I put in here. So I was finding that it was women 21 to 35. And I'll show you the targeting here too. Targeting was new parents. So I just did women 21 to 35 for new parents in the US. And even this one, which I'm shocked. Actually, that didn't run very much. Well, my rules shut it off for the no add to cart. That's why. Because if we go to the rules, you'll see that the rules actually worked. So the rules said, like rule number 1, turn off ad set if spend is greater than 4 and add to cart is less than 1. So, I mean, I only gave it $4. Maybe I got to give it more. And this one is if it spends 8 without a purchase. And this one is turn off the whole campaign if it spent 50. Why did I have 50? Why did I have 100? Interesting. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I mean, not every product is going to work. So if your first test didn't work, just move on to the next. So like I'm really surprised this one didn't work, and I think I will come back to this. And the way I found I'll show you this. So select your campaign and then go filter by selection. So how did I find out like women were the clickers? So I went to the breakdown, I went by delivery, and then I went age and gender. And then from here, if I sort by, well, it's not sorting, but let's sort by amount spent. We can see that women 65 plus is where I spent the most money. Excuse me, and that's where I got the most views. And then 55 to 64, they clicked it 5 times, but look at the rest, it's pretty dismal. So the young, why did I put 21 to, what am I doing? I read that wrong. Oh, my second campaign is wrong. I did 21 to 35 women who are pregnant. You know what I should have done? And I'm gonna relaunch this. Actually, I'll relaunch it as a gift angle instead of the pregnant lady buying it for herself. I'm gonna get the grandma to buy it for the pregnant lady, or the grandpa to buy it for the pregnant lady. And I'll say perfect gift for any daughter that had a baby this year. And that's what I'll say in the ad. And then I'll target the older ladies because they're clicking. And look at that, the younger ones. So 18 to 24 female, nothing. 25, wait, where's 25 to, well, let's sort this way. So the younger people aren't doing anything. 25 to 34 female, oh, actually only had 2 clicks. Males, nah, no clicks. Female, 35 to 44, had 3 clicks. Male, no clicks. So what this is telling me is this ornament is not going to target males at all. And then the 45 to 54 female, they had like 2 clicks because that's kind of in between, right? Like they didn't just have a baby and they're not quite grandparents yet. And then 55 to 64, this is when we're getting into grandparent territory. So I think what my dad is telling me, and I don't know why I set up that other one wrong, is go for 55 plus females. So I'm going to fix this actually right now. So watch this. So what do you do? Like I don't recommend you guys do this if you aren't already making money somewhere else, but look what I did. So I said, okay, the data that I had, I don't know why I did this. Actually, I probably didn't even look at it. Look what I did. 21 to 34 women who are basically not my target market at all. And that's who I targeted like a dummy. So if I were to do this again, which I'll show you, I'm going to do a version 3. I don't recommend you guys do this, but this is good for you guys to learn. So I'm going to do a dupe of this. Actually, I need to change all the ads too. So it's probably, well, what did I do here? Baby transport, Huggies and parents all. New parents aren't working. Maybe new parents are so exhausted that they're not buying anything. Okay, I'm just going to do a new one. So let's go here. And then I'll show you how to scale. Like when you find a winner, I'll show you what to do. Let's just do a dupe. It's easier to do a duplicate than it is to start over. So this will be version 3. I'll create a new campaign. So I'm going to dupe the whole campaign. I'm going to delete the ad sets and just edit. So this is going to be, this is my copy. This is version 2. I'm going to go November, where is it, the 19th. With that word copy, and then check my settings, conversion, CBO is off, good. And then I'm going to hit the X. I'm going to go into this one. Oh, let's change it to number 3. Version 3. There we go. So now I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to go to any one of these because I'm just going to edit it. So let's start at number 1. So I'm going to select all, remove number 1, and I'm going to hit delete. So on this new campaign, I'm going to turn this on, hit edit. So now I'm after, change this to a 3, I'm after grandparents. So this new parents 0 to 12 months, doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is, go down here a bit. I'm going to start it right now because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's only a $5 budget. And women, how do you target grandparents? You do it by age. So women 55 plus, they may or may not be a grandparent, but they're clicking. So I got to remove this new parent thing because they're definitely not new parents. And look at that. Now there's 33 million women 55 to 65 plus. So now I can start going through and putting in some interest. So I could put in like grandparent. Okay, here we go. So here's grandparent, grandparenting, grandparents.com, my grandparents. So let's go. I don't know if a grandparent would be interested in grandparents, but let's try this instead. Grandchild, okay, that's better. Although it's pretty small. Family. So how do you target grandparents? You go demographically, okay? So demographically, grandparents are 55 plus, and there's 33 million of them at that age. Now, we don't know if they have kids, and we don't know if they have grandkids. We're just playing the odds. So percentage wise, I mean, not every single woman who's 55 plus has a grandkid, but maybe 70% of them do. So now we're playing the odds and we're going to subdivide this demographic however we choose. So now we can say, okay, here's women 55 plus, there's 33 million. That's pretty big. I mean, I could do just this and I could just duplicate it 9 times. That's one option. Or I could start subdividing it. So if I start subdividing it, I'll go with things like here. Like what do grandparents do? Well, when I think of grandma, I think of knitting. So that brings it down to 3.8 million women in the US who like knitting. So I'm assuming these are grandparents, and I'm just assuming they like knitting in order to break down the huge 33 million down to into a smaller chunk. So maybe I can find a pocket of interest with these people. So let's go up here and let's put knitting. And let's go November 90 and change this. I don't even know why I did that. So this is 55 plus women. We'll leave that 5D on there so our rules will kick in and handle this. So there's one. So you're saying, well, how the heck is that targeting ornaments, Will? It's not. I'm not targeting the product. I'm targeting the person. I'm targeting the buyer in this case. So now I do have to change this because instead of want to remember their first Christmas ever, this is it. Here I need to shift this to a grandparent buying it for their grandkid. So we can't really say, is there a new one? We can't really say, do you have a granddaughter? Like we can't say stuff like that. We can say like stuff like this. Perfect. It doesn't even have to be a granddaughter. They could have a grandson or a granddaughter, which is even better. Love that. Perfect. Oh, what is the space bar? I am having technology problems like you wouldn't believe. Hang on. Might have to type this on a notepad. Yeah, my space doesn't work on Facebook. Okay, well, let's just delete the whole thing. So I'll go like this. Solution. Cut. Okay. So let's go. We can't say, did your daughter just have a kid or did your son just have a kid? We'll put perfect way to remember first Christmas for a, because I can't say for your, so I'm going to say for a grandchild. There we go. There. This personalized ornament is the solution. Put your grandchild's name and birth date on it. Customize one now. It makes a great gift. There. All right, so up here we'll put, let's just say I'm going to copy this. I'm just going to change one thing. So perfect Christmas gift for for your grandchild. Or you know what? I'm not going to say your. I'm going to say any. Now I know your makes more sense, but I'm going to say any so I don't trigger the bots to come in. They'll be like, "You're calling them out for being a grandparent, so you can't do that." Oh, there's some questions coming in. Yeah, exhausted parents. Exactly. Exactly. I don't think we would have had a Christmas. If it wasn't for grandmas, I don't think we would have had a Christmas night. So how would you target the grandchildren? Just general demographics, 35 to 45 or something like that? No, I'm targeting grandparents, not the grandchildren. So I'm shifting this to the gift angle because I was targeting the parents directly to buy it. And it's like a parent buying it directly didn't work. So my whole approach, my whole marketing angle on the first one was just showing it directly to the person, they just buy it. That doesn't work. So now I'm going to go to the grandparents and get them to buy it and give it as a gift. Or, I mean, they can keep it for themselves too. But so now in my ad, I just say perfect Christmas gift for any grandchild. I'll say it like that. But it could be for their kid too. So, I mean, it's up to them. Then I just reiterate that it makes a great gift. So click here to customize, click here to personalize. Give one now as a gift. Perfect Christmas gift. So now I've really got the gift angle, and I think I'm targeting the right demographic now. So now I can go in and do a bunch of duplicates of this. This is actually good that I failed, because you guys can see how I take failure and what I do with it. I don't just run away. I just figure out, well, what the heck happened? Oh, crochet, nice. So I know these are cliche type interests to target, and you can target whatever you want. But there we go, there's another one. So crochet just breaks down that category, that demographic even further to 2.5 million. And now I don't have to do anything with the ad because it's already set. Perfect Christmas gift for any grandchild. I'm just going to use the other one too. So let's go here and do a dupe. And then we'll go with suggestions. Then we got like sewing, wool crafts, knitting. There's a whole ton of them, right? Pattern, sewing, I don't know. Do it yourself, knitting, creativity, weaving. Wow. Cashmere, wool, really? Nursing bra, probably not. Breast pump, probably not. So all that stuff that I tried with, you know, targeting the mom directly, I'm not going to do that here. So what do I have? Knitting, crochet, well, why not? Let's do sewing. How many is that? So sewing is about 4.4 million. I'm going to call them grandmas in the US. Just playing the odds. So there's 3. Copy that whole thing. What else do grandmas like? Give me an interest. What do you think? Broad, like a broad interest. What else can we put in here? If you have any ideas, let me know. So we got tailor, knitting, sewing, embroidery. That's probably big too, eh? Yeah, apparently 3.2 million. So there we go. So you would think that, okay, well, if you're targeting embroidery, you're not selling an embroidery thing. What are you doing? Well, again, I'm not targeting the specific interest. I'm just using the interest to break up the huge demographic. So what else we got? Baking, yes. Yes. Travel, okay. Baking and travel, love it. Yeah, maybe not this year, but still, that's true. So let's do baking and travel. I'm gonna put that right in. Baking, 100%. Grandma's always bake. It's awesome. Baking, oh, that's huge. Good one. So what's this? 12 million, yeah, that's gigantic. There's probably subcategories of baking too. So that's 5. Let's do travel. Let's go down here, change that to travel. Frequent, international, travel. Let's just do travel as an interest. It's probably huge. Whoa, 24 million. Eesh. That's big. All right, you know what? We're going to try it. All right, so you get the idea, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna put. I'd do 5 to 10, so I'll stop at 6 just for time. Well, actually, I want to do more. Call me crazy, but I'd like to do 10. So travel. Let's see what else comes up under that. Under suggestions, like vacations, tourism, holiday, adventure, booking. Oh, online shopping. Family is a good one. That's actually a good one. So family is pretty broad, right? It's 25. Now here, Facebook is giving me this crap. Ad set may get 0 purchases. Really, based on how you've set it up, you don't know jack about how I've set it up. Like, this is so annoying. Oh yeah, I'm going to use landing page views. How about no? How about go away? This kills me. They don't even, like, they give you the worst advice. Even this. It's not going to be optimized for conversions because we don't have any activity from the conversion you selected. Yeah, go away. No kidding. Give me some sales and then you'll fix that. Like, that's your problem, Facebook, not mine. Jerks. Anyway. Family is a good one. because if they have family, if they like family, then, you know, maybe they'll want a little nice sentimental ornament. Oh, speaking of sentiment, let's go to some emotions here. Oh, prayer, yeah, baking, praying, I bet you it is. You know what? Let's try that. Prayer. It's probably huge. Yeah, nice, good call. 10 million, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Prayer. Okay, and then we'll do 2 more. If I could sit here and just set up campaigns all day and not have to worry about anything else, I'd be very happy. I actually enjoy this. I find it very soothing. Because this little puppy that I'm setting up right now could make a ton of money. Oh yeah, let's go with that. So now let's go with like feelings. So like, so hey Will, you're selling an ornament. What are you targeting? Well, I don't know, happiness. What? And you know what? This might work because this has worked for other necklaces, like big time. So targeting, like I said, targeting is the least important aspect of this whole thing. Honestly, I'm just trying to break down a 33 million audience into bite-sized chunks. That's the only reason I'm doing targeting here. The other option, like I said, is to just do, which maybe I'll do this for the last one, no interest. So number 10, I'm not going to target anything except the demographic. And this no interest one, once you have sales, this ad set is usually the best. And this is the ad set that I use for scaling the most in my big campaigns. So I'll just go boop, remove that, and now back up to 33 million. And they're still insisting with these stupid warnings that scare people, except me. Just a dumb, ignore. Put that in there, paste, there we go. Okay, I am gonna legit run this. So let's review and publish. So my rules are already set up here. So rule number 1, if it spends $4 without a sale, turn it off. Rule number 2, spends $8 without a sale, turn it off. Rule 3, spends 50 without a sale. I don't know why that's 50, it should have been 100. Turn it off. I'll go with 50 because I think I'm onto the right trail now. So now what do you do? Okay, so now let's fast forward time machine and we go, okay, boom, we got like 3 sales on this one, on this test campaign. So this baby is working. So now, where'd it go? Reload. How do we scale it? So there's 2 ways that we can scale this. Number 1, go in here and add more ad sets. So instead of 10, you go to like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150. If you take out your calculator and you're spending right now, they got buried. So we got 10 ad sets times 5, that's $50 a day. You want to spend 500 a day? You need 100 ad sets running. That's it. I mean, that's scaling. That's a duplicate. That's it. Now, there's another method too. So method number 1, in order to keep your ROI and your ROAS, your return on ad spend, as high as possible, the lower the budget, the better that's going to be. But if you do want to move faster, let's say that my no interest one does well. So what do I do with it? Well, I'm going to take this. I'm going to go dupe. I'll show you where I am. I'm in the ad set and I see this one has like, I don't know, 2 or 3 sales and it's profitable and it's working very well. So then I can do a duplicate. Well, let me copy the name first. Copy, cancel. Now here, do a dupe and go to a new campaign, paste it right here, and then remove the 5D and put 100D there, okay? Just do that, because you're gonna need that. So this is going to be, that's how we're gonna change the name. And then within that, we're gonna do 5 copies of that ad set into a new campaign. All right, now I'm gonna go X out of here, I'm gonna go back here. So now what I did is I went into this is like my base campaign, right? The $5 ad sets in here. I took a winner out of here and I did a duplicate into a CBO with 5 ad sets that are duplicates of each other. Now what I'm gonna do is edit this. So I'm going to scroll down. I have to turn it on to a CBO. I have to set the budget at $100 a day. So this CBO campaign that's separate from the $5 ad sets is going to get a $100 budget a day. And then I'm going to go in, X out of here, just click on this. Now all of these, I need to change that 5D to 100D. So that's 5D copy. I need to change that to 100D because I got to run some rules on this. So let's go. I guess I could leave. No. I could leave the same rules or I could adjust them upwards a little bit. But I mean, it's ornaments, so I want to be careful here. What to do? I almost want to give them a little bit more ad spend. Nah, I'm going to leave it like that. So the 5D rules on the ad set level are going to apply. So again, if it spends $4, if this, say this ad set spends $4 and doesn't get an add to cart, then that's going to shut off. Okay. If it spends $8 without a purchase, it's going to shut. These are really low for CBO. And if the campaign spends $50 without a purchase, it's going to shut off. But I should probably change that to 100 too. So I'll leave it at 50. So this will keep everything in check. Now what you're going to find is basically 3 or 4 of these are going to be paused pretty quick. One of them is most likely going to get a sale right away. The rules are going to kick in and eliminate the other ones. So why do I have 5 duplicates? Because each of these is going to hit a different bucket. So if we look at the audience size, it's 33 million people. And within that, so we're going to divide that by 5. Let's see. Just for some math. So we got 33 million people divided by 5. Each of those ad sets logically will target 6.6 million people. So those 6.6 million are different for each ad set. So it's not that, you know, this ad set starts at the list of within the audience and goes from number 1 to 330 million, and the next one does the exact same thing, and the next one does the exact same thing. That's not the way it works. The way it works is ad set. The first ad set will target one, we'll call it a bucket within the audience. The second one will target a different bucket. The third will target a different bucket. The fourth and fifth will each target different buckets. So we are breaking up that gigantic audience into 5 different buckets. And then with the CBO, the campaign budget optimization, we're basically giving Facebook free reign. So we're saying, hey, Facebook, you figure out which one of these 5 buckets is best, and then take that $100 and put it all into the best one. So our rules are going to come in and say, okay, well, this one didn't work, this one didn't work, this one didn't work, this one didn't work, this one's working, $100 goes here. Whereas when we do the other way, this one, the ad set budget, we're basically telling it that, you know, it's $5 per ad set. See how this one says using campaign budget? Oh, I didn't upload it. Well, I'm not going to yet. That's fine. It's using campaign bucket instead of ad set level. So it's going to take that $100 we gave it, and Facebook will decide which ad set gets to spend. Now we're going to use our rules to kind of guide Facebook a little bit and say, look, don't go nuts with this one because it's not working, but instead take, you know, just kind of pause the one that didn't work and go to the next one. And you'll find that these $100 CBOs for scaling, once you have, you know, like 5 or 10 of these going, well, what are you at now for budget? You're at, it's simple, right? 5 times 100 equals $500 a day. So from your base campaign, you keep running it, you know, it's working. You keep adding more and more ad sets to this as well. Remember the duplicates, we could have like 100 ad sets in here. So this one could be spending 500 a day. We're taking the winners out and we're putting them into their own CBO campaign. So now say this one's at 500, this one's at 100, and then you get another one. So now all of a sudden you're at $700 a day in ad spend, right? But what you did was you started with a nice foundation. You got that pixel working, you got that the niche working, you got your campaigns working. They're optimized to find grandmas who like ornaments. And now you're just going to do duplicates You're going to pull out the best stuff from the base campaign, the $5 campaign, and put it into a $100 CBO, and that's at 5 duplicates within that CBO, and let the rules run on that. Now, I did $5 ad sets for a long, long time. I didn't do the shift from that to the campaign, to the CBO campaign at $100, but I actually learned that in a course that I bought. So this is not my method, but it is a method of a huge producer. So I'm going to give him credit, but it works. I've ran it on my own stuff. So now you've got your base campaign, you've got the way to scale it, and eventually you have like 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, $100 ad CBOs running every day. Now you're at $1,000 per day. And all of a sudden you're spending a lot of money and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? But as long as you're profitable and as long as your rules are basically, cutting things off that aren't working, you're going to be okay. So I'm going to show you one other method, which is a huge, huge, huge method. And this is one that you cannot do, I'm going to say, until you have at least 500 or 1,000 sales on the ornament. Okay, so because we have time, I'm going to show you basically a third option here. So option one, where we're all going to start, is a $5 ad set campaign. Okay. Option two, well, kind of the next level from the $5, is to take the best ad sets, do duplicates into a $100 CBO. And the duplicates are the same ad set duplicated 5 times into a $100 CBO. I'm not using minimum or maximum spends on these. I'm just letting Facebook go. And my rules here are going to watch over everything. So now I've got another one for you. This one, like I said, this one is for the big dogs. Maybe we'll take some questions here. So basically just leave it and it cooks on its own. Yeah, true. Yep. So your job is to basically come in to this campaign, your $5 one, and every day you're going to have stuff that's going to be pausing. So to scale the $5 campaign, you're just going to be adding more. So you know how we did all these things like happiness, prayer, family, whatever. You just keep adding more and more and more. That's the way to scale horizontally. This, with the 5 ad sets in the CBO campaign, this one is kind of scaling vertically because you're taking the best, you're kind of cherry picking the best ad sets from your $5 one and putting it into its own $100 CBO. I've also got a method that is just, it's a monster one. So I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to take one from here because it does involve no interest. So this is one that I use when I really want to hit the accelerator and go fast. And the way this works is it's like driving in a auto car, right? The car that drives itself. This is what this is. So maybe we call it like the Tesla method. I don't know, but I'm going to do a duplicate of this just because it's easier. So I'm just going to do one dupe of this. I'm going to do a new campaign, and I'll show you what I call this. So we're going to go with the $2,500 4 ad sets. We'll call it the Tesla because it's self-driving. Okay, and this is a CBO as well. Okay, so we're really, really, really giving Facebook free reign here. Like I said, only do this if you have 500 to 1,000 sales of that product. So I'll do a dupe. And a bit of, okay, so you get this because I don't have this going right now, so I'm going to go here. Actually, let me X out of here. So this is in draft, so I'm going to go boom. And then I'm going to go edit. Oh, I don't know what's going in here. There. All right, so conversion, I'm going to turn CBO on. I'm going to go 2,500 a day. And I'm going to do the lowest cost. I'm not even going to use manual bidding. Now I'm going to click into the first one, and I'm going to call this 4-01. Oop. 01. So this is no interest, no targeting, no anything. All we're going to do is break this down by age ranges. So we've got 4 that we're going to do. So we're going to take it in a 5-year range. We're going to get rid of that 5D because we don't need it. We could call this 2,500, or actually Tesla. Self-driving, huge, expensive campaign. You gotta be careful with these. Don't run this, like I said, until you have mega sales. So never start this anywhere into the current day. You have to always go 12 a.m. the next day for this big one, because you don't want to have pacing issues with your ad spend. Pacing issues means it'll blow through way too much money way too fast. Now you also want to, on this, you want to exclude buyers. So you're going to have to create, I mean, that's not the right buyer, but so for campaign number 1, we would exclude buyers. So you have to create a custom audience here. You can even click this and you can create it. Actually, can you create it from here? No, I don't have one created. So you're going to create a custom audience of buyers and exclude them. You have to make sure you do that. I don't have that created. So when you guys get to that point, if you're stuck, I'll show you exactly how to do that. It's very simple. Well, you know how to create custom audiences from the other trainings. Okay, so we've got women 55 to 59, so that's 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 5-year age range. No interest targeting. And then we're going to take this, copy. Now, with CBOs, you can set ad set limits. So you can set a minimum and maximum. I don't on these. I know some guys say set a minimum, so you make Facebook spend X amount on one ad set, to even it out. But I'm not. I'm hands off. I'm saying, hey, Facebook, go for it. So not for the faint of heart at all. There we go. Got rid of that. And then I'm just going to do. So I'm going to change the way this goes because I want this at the front. I'll put the age at the front. I know it's no interest. There, that's better. So this is my 55 to 59 women. This is my, so now next is 60 to 64. Change this to a 2. Get rid of the word copy. Scroll down. Look at this. You get this arrow. Oh, really? You're only going to spend, what's that? That's a million. That's billion. That's trillion. 9.2 trillion maximum. Thanks, Facebook. Like, holy bugs. Imagine you saw that and you didn't know that it was just a bug. Like, really? You're going to spend 9.2 trillion maximum? Okay, thanks. That's cool. If I could spend 9.2 trillion, I wouldn't be on Facebook at all. I'd be sitting on my private island somewhere drinking margaritas. Okay, so there's 8 million in this one. All I'm doing is changing the age range. And then the next one is going to be 65. Oh, actually, what did I do? I skipped. Oh no, I gotta do one lower. Actually, I can only do 3 on this. 3. You would want to have 4 ad sets, so I can only go 65 plus, so I'm gonna have to do one other one here. Usually I'll start at like 50, but for grandparents, a 50-year-old grandma it happens, but I think the odds of them being a little bit older are better. So I'm gonna go like this, show you a little adjustment on the fly. 17 million there. I can't go beyond 65, unfortunately. I wish I could do like 65, 69, but I can't. So I'm gonna go here, and I'll just make one adjustment because I do need 4 ad sets for this. So I'll do a dupe, and I'm gonna just do like 55 plus. So there will be, although they appear to be overlap, it's really a lot of freedom that we have in here. So I did 2 10-year, I did 1 55 plus and 1 65 plus because I had to, because I ran out of age ranges. So let's go ahead and drop this down to 55 plus. There we go. So this is going to be my gigantic one, which is good because if you're spending, $2,500 a day, you're going to burn through a lot of different, a lot of people, right? So that's a good thing. All right. So that's how that looks. I'm going to actually, let me just pause these and upload them just to make it more clean. It's funny, I was working in another account last week and was testing a bunch of necklaces, and it was an old account. I changed the name, and then I uploaded like a campaign. It worked. It was fine. I uploaded like 4 more necklaces to test, and then I got banned. So I'm like, oh crap, here we go. So I thought it was going to affect all my other ad accounts, but it didn't. Thank God, it just stuck with the one. So I peeled. About 3 hours later, I got it back, and then I went in to like fix something. There was an error in one of the campaigns, and I hit upload, and then I got banned right away again. I'm like, oh crap. So I peeled. I just sent a message. I'm like, well, you said I was okay, and then I went in, and then I got banned again. Can you just fix this? Like, I don't know what's triggering this. And then it took like 4 days for them to finally give me the account back. It wasn't this one. It was a different account, but still nuts. So I did pause that because, you know, I don't want to run 2,500 on a necklace that I don't know. Oh, where to go? Reload. Is that it? No, it was number 4. That's it. Oh, it's down here. There it is. So this is my big daddy, the Tesla. We'll call it the auto drive. So for rules, like usually, I'm not going to do a rule where I say, you know, if you spend $4, pause it. I can't do it on this. I have to give them more free reign. But we can put in, basically, if we touch this, we're going to mess up the optimization. So we want to be as hands-off as possible, but we can put like a safety rule in place for this. And so we have the word Tesla in here. So what I'm going to do is create a rule. It's just my safety rule. So if things go to absolute shit, I'm not going to lose my shirt. And this is my kind of stop the bleeding rule. So I'll just call this rule number 1. And this is turn off campaign if spent is greater than like 200 or 300. You could even put 100. And purchase is less than 1. And this is today. So this, if you go 100, it's probably going to turn off a couple days because you might spend $100 without a sale. These campaigns are not for the faint of heart. You can go for half a day losing money, and then it'll just finally get it, and the next half of the day it'll make up your loss and profit. So these move in a wild roller coaster swing. So that's why I say don't do this until you have like 500 to 1,000 sales on the product. But you guys want big daddy stuff, this is it. So I would set this more, me personally, I go like 300 a day. I'm willing to accept a 300 loss at this point, but this is just kind of a safety thing for me. So I'll go here, and it's at the campaign level because I'm not going to touch the ad sets. I'm going to let Facebook run them, and I'm going to let Facebook figure them out, and Facebook's going to have good days and they're going to have bad days. So I put that in there. Tesla, auto drive, expensive. So spent is greater than 300, and purchases, not for the faint of heart, right? Purchases is smaller than 1, and I'm going to change that time range to today. So this will run basically every day. It's going to check it. And this will just stop me from losing my shirt entirely, because imagine I spent $2,500 and I didn't get a sale. Like at $300, I should have a couple sales coming in already, like multiple. But if the campaign's not working, I got to cut it. And what I'll do is I'll just do a duplicate, and I'll fire up the same one to start the next day. So it's kind of like, this is really, really for people who have a big budget, don't mind losing a bit during the day, don't check their stats every hour, because if you check your stats every hour on this one, you will have a panic attack, and you'll probably want to jump out the window because it's very difficult to do. To show you something here, I got any conversions on it yet? Did I? Oh, let me reload. Just another window. Yeah, so I'll show you what it looks like live. Here's one. So all I'm targeting, see I broke it up. This is a live in the daughter niche. You can see I'm at 148 spent. I only have 1 add to cart so far today. So like I said, it's not for the faint of heart at all. It's actually, I'll hit refresh, see if I spent, watch this, 148.04, 150. It's spending money like mad. But it's figuring out, you know, this one I just launched this morning actually, because the other one had to pause it because it was not working. So all I did was a duplicate, and I kept it going. So you can see This is a live one. This is Tesla, 50 to 54, 55 to 59, no interest. I went worldwide too. 60 to 64. These are huge audiences. Okay, so I am doing this method, but even for me, I'm like, man, I'm down like 150 bucks. I haven't got a sale, or have I got a sale? Sometimes tracking's behind too. See if I got any. 1 second here. Must have got some. Nope. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, so go here. So that's 413.93. See if I got any. Yeah, I got 2. So you can see that it does work. Tracking is a little bit behind on that one. That's why it's not showing. So those are kind of my methods that I'm using. Those are my go-to. I have other ones, and I have like manual bidding ones, and I have lifetime budget ones, and I have the Costanza method. They all work, but right now the 3 that I'm showing you today are my go-to. These are the ones that are my solid, best performing campaign methods that I have. So the 5, well, I shouldn't say that because the CBO Steady and the Sabo work very well, but I'm actually shifting the Sabo more to this $5 ad set one now, just based on the course I bought. And I found, you know, I buy stuff for golden nuggets, and I'm a student too. So if I see something that's working, I'm going to test it. And if that thing is working better than what I have working, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to teach you guys that too. So you guys get the benefit. You didn't have to buy the big expensive course that I did. And you can still get the benefit of it. All right. So start with the $5 ad set campaigns, do duplicates in there. When you get a really good winner, like 3+ sales, move it to its own $100 CBO with 5 duplicates of the ad set inside that CBO. Have your rules running on both the $5 ad sets and the $100 CBO. When you get 500 to 1,000 sales, now you can go berserk if you want. You can go up to the Tesla method, which is like 2,500 daily budget, and it will lose money for part of the day, and then it'll come back just swinging hard, and you'll make a lot of money. So that 2,500, if I'm making even 1,000 profit off that per day, I'm pretty happy. So that means I spent 2,500, I made 3,500, I put $1,000 in my pocket. So you know all those big screenshots you see online? All those guys are doing is spending more money than you. That's it. They found a winner and they're spending more money. So there is no magic voodoo dance that you have to do. There's no targeting secrets. There's no super duper campaign setup secrets. There's nothing like that. And actually, the simpler that you set up a campaign at big budgets, the better it's going to perform. At low budgets, it's kind of the opposite, because I think all these $5 ad set ones are picking up the low-hanging fruit every single day. But as soon as you get to the big budget ones, they're not picking up the low-hanging fruit anymore. You're getting into the high-cost auctions as well as low-cost auctions, so you're getting a mix. That's why the performance fluctuates so wildly on the high-budget ones. And I've found lately that when I run like a $2,500 a day or whatever it may be, sometimes it won't last because the rule will shut it off. Like it'll spend 300 without a sale and kick it off. And then maybe another one will come in and perform better. But I don't know if anybody's going to get to the 2,500 a day level yet, but it does happen. It does exist, and it is possible. Some guys spend like 5,000, 10,000 a day. I haven't got there on any product yet this Christmas run, but I'm thinking about it. Because I actually have 2 that I could probably do that for. It's just very difficult to sit here and watch your screen go with like that much spent and making, you know, feeling like you're losing money. So let's see if I made any more sales. 1,500. Yes. All right. So we're making money. We're good. It's only 10:50. We're at 500 sales. The bulk of these sales yesterday came at night. So the morning was kind of iffy. The afternoon stunk. And then the evening, it was like, whoa, what's going on here? So that's what happens. Anyway, if you have any questions, post them in here. And if not, we'll see you in the forums. Oh, there is a question here. So basically, you just leave it and it cooks on its own. Yeah, we did that. What is the best you have done with that $2,500 setup? One campaign, I spent about 50,000, and I think I made about 75. So I profited about 25,000. There were some days too that just didn't perform at all. And it's hard because I don't like to run stuff on Mondays, and usually Mondays would suck up my whole budget and lose. Then I feel like turning it off, but then I knew Tuesday was coming. And then this week, Monday was actually better than Tuesday. So I have no idea why. It makes no sense. But yeah, you can spend a lot of money real quick, but you have to have a lot of money coming in order to spend a lot of money. So I don't recommend the $2,500 a day thing until you've got a lot of sales, you've got a lot of confidence, you've got a lot of experience, and you've got the ability to handle a bad day. Because if you don't, you're going to be very anxious. You're not going to be able to do anything else except hit refresh on your screen, and that's the worst you can do with these big campaigns because they move, so they fluctuate in such large, ups and downs. It's crazy. So it's hard to do. It's not easy. Even for me at $2,500 a day, I still, like, after this webinar, I'm going to go outside and work on my shed, but I'm going to be thinking about this campaign because I don't want it to take off and lose my shirt, right? All the other small campaigns, they're doing very, very well. And you could just stick to the small stuff and you will do very well. And in fact, you have to stick to the small stuff till you get enough sales that you can jump into the big campaigns. The big campaign mentality, it's one that I haven't even conquered 100% yet. There are days where I doubt it too. And I doubt myself and I doubt my products and I doubt, everything. And then I'll just go, I'm going to pause everything because I can't take this. And then there are other days when I have a big campaign running, I'm like, whoa. Like I just sit back and I literally go, whoa. I hit refresh on my screen. I'm like, that's a lot of sales. And that's where you start getting those notifications in GearBubble, right? And you start seeing just sales pouring in. And you're like, what is going on? So kind of like this. So the bulk of these, like there's a sale, there's a sale, there's a sale. I'm not going to give you the product because they can't give that away, but sales are coming in like 27.55 an hour. So once this gets to about 8 to 10 sales an hour, then I know that things are really cooking, and that's usually due to my big campaigns just spending and spending and spending more and more and more. So it is fun. This is what the big guys see all the time, but you guys will get there. I would stick with the smaller stuff first because, like I said, you got to be able to handle it. And it's not that I'm better than you. It's not anything like that. It's just that these big campaigns require patience, a mindset. You got to have the experience. You got to know what's going to happen. You got to know that, there's light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to have a bad few hours of the day, and then some hours of the day are going to more than make up for it. That's the way it works, right? So is anybody going to try the 2,500? give me a yes or no in the chat box. I hope some of you guys get to this point and beyond. Okay, how about the $5 one? How about the $5? We'll call the $5 like the old reliable. So it's a little bit easier to handle. And then yeah, you can certainly bump up to 100 very easily, right? From the $5. But going from 100 to 2,500 is like, whoa, Jesus. So I would go $5 to the $100 and do, I'll keep doing dupes in the $5 and then do cherry picking your best ones to $100. And that alone is enough to get you guys to really, really big days without a problem. Okay. All right. Yeah. The $2,500 it's fun when it works and it's the worst when it doesn't. So like I said, the emotional side and the mindset side of paid traffic is something that you don't know until you experience it. And I can tell you that the more you spend, the more your emotions fluctuate. Like my wife now can tell when my campaigns are tanking because I'm in a bad mood. And I'm trying to work on that because I understand that, it's not going to be positive 100% of the time, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You will have days where you lose. That's just a fact. And it's not that you did anything wrong. It's that you're dealing with humans, and humans who are seeing your ads just aren't buying it. And then you throw in the factor of Facebook, who has this weird algorithm that nobody knows. It's like a black box. So they might decide, well, today, you know what? We're not going to give Will very many sales today. And I literally think, I don't know if a guy's like watching my account, at a Facebook headquarters and going, yeah, Will's been bad, so don't give him any sales today. Like, I honestly feel it's that random. It's crazy. Yeah, maybe next Christmas for the 2,500. But at least you guys know it exists, and you know that it is possible. And that's not even like I do okay. I'm very consistent, but I'm not even the biggest fish in the sea, honestly. There are guys that do a lot more than me, and the way that they get to the really big budgets is by simplifying, just like I showed you. So that's where all the targeting and everything just goes away. All right, I think did this get approved yet? In review. If it's stuck in review too long, I start getting. Oh, there we go. It's active. Okay, so I'm hoping. Like I really like this necklace, or this ornament, and I think it'll do well. So I think that we're gonna get sales on this. I always think that, but I think our angle and our adjustment is key too. So when something's not working, say you run like 2 or 3 of these, and you're like, man, this just is not working for me at all. Then look at it, create a video. So Facebook created that video. I didn't even have to do it. Pretty awesome, man. That's it. Perfect gift for it. So if you're a grandma and you see this, you're gonna go, ooh, I have a grandchild. Oh yes. Oh, I can put their name there and their date of birth. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do it. And then they click through and do it, and you're like, yeah, bingo, awesome. So there we go. And then learn more. There we go. And this is where I think sometimes people get tripped up because they don't get that. You know, you gotta. Yeah. Okay. Well, Lisa puts that there. Custom text. That's good. View details. Oh, I didn't know they're 3 inches around. That's good. That's bigger, way bigger than the necklace. Glossy finish, gold tone string for hanging, printed and shipped in the USA. I really like the ornament. So anyway, we'll close with that. Go into the forums if you have any questions. When you guys get some sales on your necklaces, I already saw one guy posting it. I think it was Kenny. That's awesome. Good job. Now you can scale it, right? So now you can go even bigger. When you find that winner, don't stop. Keep testing going. So maybe you spend 80% of your time on your winner and 20% of your time, budget, and energy on testing more to find another winner. Because eventually that winner will fizzle out and you need to have another one in the wings or another 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 ready to go in order to keep making good money. Otherwise, you'll be back to square one, and then you get a little bit deflated when that happens. I know you're riding high when you're making money and you're getting sales, but even me, I'm still testing necklaces. I'm still testing ornaments because I want to find winners. That's the goal, find the big winner and then just scale it. So you guys know what to do. You're off to the races. We'll see you in the forums, and then we'll actually see you in the next challenge as well, because there's one more coming up. Next, when's that start? First Thursday of every month, new challenge. So we'll see you guys in there. Keep going. If you do need encouragement, if you do need anything, post in the forums. If you're having a bad day, post in there. Here's a question. Can you say who pays production on GearBubble? You or GearBubble? You do. You pay for the base cost. So on the ornament, I can't remember what the base cost is, $4.95, I think, or $7.95. Can't remember the exact number. When you're launching it, you can see the profit per sale is what goes to you, and then out of that comes your ad costs. So there is a cost of goods sold. Oh, is it Thanksgiving in the U.S.? I probably should have known that. If it is, happy Thanksgiving. What day is that? Is that this weekend? Next week. Oh, so is it like the last weekend of November? That's it. Yeah. We already had ours in October. Thursday. So what's happening in the US? Are you allowed to go to everybody's house, or what's going on there? So on bad days, your wife would wish you would not bring your work home. Yeah, exactly. Except I work at home. So, and oh, it's funny this morning. So my wife is a teacher, and she's actually teaching remote. So she's one of the remote teachers, just because there's so many kids that are on remote learning right now. So she actually goes into school. She has her own portable, and it's just her. and a computer, and that's how she teaches every day. But she goes, man, some days I wish I could just be like you and just work from home. And she goes, but then I see like there's really no separation for you from work and home time. And I go, no, I don't really differentiate between work and home. I just kind of, during the day, like for example, after this, I'm going to go work on my shed for a couple hours. And then I might come in and have some lunch. Well, actually, no, I'll come in and have some lunch in an hour. And then I'll go back out and work on my shed. And then I'll go pick up my kids from school. And then maybe later tonight I'll run some, do some tweaks on some campaigns and that kind of thing. But I got to spend time with the family too. So I'm trying to figure out the balance. But she said, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you stay here all day. And I don't know how you don't leave. And I don't know how that works for you. And I'm like, it took a lot of time. Like I've been doing this for 13 years now. But now I just realized that I'm not the kind of person who can work on a schedule. So I just kind of work when I feel like it, and that works for me. But for her, she's more of the teacher, like, here's our organization, here's our day plan, here's what we're doing, here's do. So for her to escape the house and go to a portable to do her remote learning, that works for her. But then she sees, like, I don't really have to get dressed. I don't really have to, I don't feel like having a shower in the morning. I'll have one in the afternoon, that kind of thing. So it's just a whole different world. Oh, so the U.S. is, each place is a little different, only 10 for us at the house. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks if you only have 10. If you have a big family, that's no good. I think here in Canada, they were saying they put something in place where you could only go out for dinner at a restaurant with 6 people. And I'm like, okay, I have 7 people in my family. We live together. We're together like all the time. But I can be in my home with my family, but I can't go out to a restaurant with my family because I have 7 people. So what's up with that? Like, I don't know, a lot of this stuff is kind of weird. Doesn't really make sense, but who knows? We got to do what we got to do. Okay, I'm going to close that off because my shed is calling, and we'll see you guys in the forums. We'll see you guys in the next challenge. Keep me posted on how you guys are doing with the ornaments, and keep testing till you find that big winner, and then go ahead and scale it. All right, awesome. Everybody have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.